Happy Side Chick Day! Hey, y'all, hey! I am Joy Bailey. Thank you so much for joining My Unsolicited Opinion podcast. Y'all, we got on our pink today, pink and red, in honor of those who have fallen to the side. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, it was so many people that found out that they was getting cheated on, or you or doing the cheating. The man was doing double time, which is why he's somewhere else
Yes.
tonight. You know what I'm saying? So,
Now,
y'all, we gonna talk a little bit about when is it okay to cheat, or even if it's okay to cheat, who should cheat, how they gonna cheat,
Yes.
why they be cheating, y'all. We're gonna talk about a little bit of all of that. So, ladies, how was your Valentine's Day? I ain't do nothing. This was my Valentine's Day. I'm spending my side chick day. Y'all my side chicks. Hey, how it feel?
I will
Thank
say this though.
you.
I will say this: if you are at home tonight and you're not doing anything, then you are not the side chick.
Mm, mm,
I
mm.
guess. I mean, you're not the side chick, okay?
Oh my God.
Okay.
Y'all.
Okay.
But it's so crazy because everyone. I don't know when this came about, but like I googled it, and like today is like National Side Chick Day. They say it's either the day before or but most times it's the day after
Mhm.
Valentine's Day, and this is
When the
when.
chocolates go on sale.
Ooh, girl, it was chocolates and flowers on the side of the road yesterday. If that man wanted to get you something, he could have found it in the bathroom
Yeah.
at work. It
Oh
was
yeah.
people selling stuff everywhere yesterday. Now, if he sent you a text message at 10 o'clock, HVD, but happy Valentine's Day. I hate when people do that. Happy birthday.
Ooh.
Like, you
You
can't
couldn't
even
even
get
get the
the whole
whole. You couldn't
word.
even
Like,
get the
what?
whole word.
You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't even
But I'm
worth
sure
it. That is so sad.
like if you were with a man though, okay, like let's say everybody's in happy relationships, right? Everything's, would you guys be upset if the man like didn't do anything for you for Valentine's Day? Is that like I don't want to say a require. Well, is it a requirement? Is it something that you expect, or are you more of a person that's like, I mean, if you're nice to me every day, like this is just another day.
Oh,
Well, for
I
me,
am. Go
oh,
ahead.
go ahead, Ty. For me, I actually don't. I'm not really that serious about holidays. I do expect to get something, but I'm not just gonna have a tantrum or anything if I don't. And I pretty much like their birthdays, Christmas, all holidays. But I can say I have been blessed that every holiday I do end up getting a gift and having somebody to spend time with. Even though I'm skipping Valentine's this year, I skipped this year.
Mhm.
We'll get into that later. But usually I've been fortunate enough to get a gift, but I'm not really just the kind of person that that's just gonna have a fit about it if I don't.
What
What
about
about
you,
y'all?
Ty?
So yeah, if when you're, I think when you're in a relationship, in days like this, then we and do I got the echo? Is
No,
that this?
I don't hear it.
Okay. I feel like days like this, you should be acknowledged. Okay, so I'm not saying that you have to go out and get like the full blown Christmas gifts or something like that. But just like you said, they were selling roses and flowers on the side of the road, $5 for whatever they were selling. They were candy. There's whatever, something to acknowledge the fact that you love someone. Now, yes, Valentine. Every day is Valentine's Day if you're in a good relationship, right? And that's fine. But I always feel like a little something special, a little something extra, a little something to acknowledge the day of Valentine. I like that.
Now, do
Why
the
not?
women supposed to get the men something? Because I was talking
Yeah.
to my homeboy and I see that they got these fashion trends now, and I'm starting to think that the men need to get Birkin bags. Do the men be wanting Birkin bags? Is that? I
I don't.
mean, hey, look, I seen some nice purses. I seen, what's the name? Juju Smith Schuster. He plays football. He had him a real nice spendy bag
At the
at
Super
the
Bowl,
Super Bowl. It was, and
that
he
skirt
was
was cute too,
posing.
right?
Yeah, that skirt was real nice. I mean, a kilt. Sorry.
skirt,
So I'm
silk,
like, I
same.
mean, we giving out Birkins, ladies? Like, what's up? So well, I'm sort of joking, but not really.
This kind of sounds like the modern man to me, and we'll have to get into him at some point.
Do
We'll have
we
to
have
lay it
to
out
do
who he
like,
is.
do we like the elaborate gifts and the elaborate, like Cardi B's husband? He always goes way out. I think I saw that Moneybag Yo got his girlfriend a Bentley or Rolls, one of them kind of cars. I mean, these extravagant gifts. Have y'all ever had super extravagant days like that? I haven't personally, but
So y'all
I'm
gonna
gonna
make
put
me.
it on my bucket list to have an extravagant.
I know I'm not like no unicorn that like that, but I have had like I guess extravagant gifts or whatever before. And I would say this: they mean nothing if the relationship is not in a good place. They mean absolutely nothing at all. I could care less if you pulled up in a Bentley. If we are not in a good place for whatever reason, I'm gonna say whatever reason, but you understand if the relationship is not in a good place and you're just trying to, buy a gift for me, something, over the top to kind of like smooth it over without actually dealing with whatever is the issue, then yeah, it just falls on what deaf ears. I'm just like, okay. But I'm okay with the elaborate. I'm okay with that. Let them express their love however they want to express their love, whatever your love language is. Let them give it to you the way that they give it to you, and I'm not stopping nobody from showing me how much they love me any day.
I love it.
Yes.
Yeah, Valentine's Day is also the time when you figure out who broke up, because it's like, when people get their anniversary, it's like 1 year down and forever to go. Like, okay, forever went by real fast. It's been 18 months. Like, well, yeah, we not on the gram showing what we got each other for Valentine's Day. What's going
That's how you know. That's how you know.
on? Wait a minute now.
That's how
Girl,
you know.
On these little signs. So,
it's been it's been a while since I like had to like what I felt the need to like show my gifts off on social media, period, right? Like, I'm not to say that like some things I don't, post on social media, but it's been a while since I have like, oh, he got this for me and I'm taking a picture, and I don't know when's the last time I did something like that. In that
I know when
aspect,
last time.
trying to show somebody how much somebody else loves me.
Last time I did it was my birthday last year. Yeah.
Okay. What you get though?
But no Christmas cards went out. A lot of different things, changed this year. No Valentine's post, anything like that. But yeah, as far as elaborate gifts, I mean, nobody ever bought me a car or anything like that, but like jewelry, clothes, purses. I pretty much, I've gotten those, but I don't buy men a lot of gifts. I really know how to pick them. They always like, pick a better dude. I know how to choose them. I do. They buy for me and they don't ask for a whole lot. They like, if I get them a cake or something like that for a birthday, they like, oh, they happy with that. So far I've been lucky, but we'll see, how it is moving forward. But so far, the men have not been greedy and they have not been stingy with me. So, I've been lucky.
That is good. Yeah, I would say no. That the ones I've come across haven't necessarily been greedy, but I've always just been a person who I like to reciprocate, right? And so
buy him a Birkin, ladies.
baby, he ain't asking for no
Buy
Birkin.
him a Birkin.
The man that want me, he ain't asking
He
for
wants
that.
He ain't
a
asking for no
Birkin
Birkin.
bag. Come out,
Like you want one, baby.
Treat him how he deserves to be treated.
Yes, he's like king. I never dated a king like that, but who knows? Let's see who we got in here, y'all.
Who's in here
Let's see
today?
who is here joining us tonight on the My Unsolicited Opinion podcast. Thank y'all for joining us. First, we have Mama Bear Moments. She has changed her avatar. She says, "Good evening, ladies. I hope you three are doing well. We are, and thank you so much. Hope you enjoy your
Mama Bear.
Valentine's Day, Mama Bear." We have the common sense expert. He says, V-Day is not a holiday. We'll see. Let's, y'all
That's
get
what the
active in the
men
chat.
that be say. That's
Okay.
that's what they say.
And they buy the
That's
candy on
commercial.
sale after Valentine's Day. Yes, it's a devil's day. Mona D, I don't know if you've been over here for our live streams or not, but welcome. She says, hello,
Hey,
beauties, and she
Mona.
gives us the roses, one for each of us. If we didn't get anything else, thank you, Mona, for giving us our flowers.
Thank you.
Yes, condemned you. He says, oh, so I wasn't wrong for cheating. Cheating. We have to define cheating too
I
while
was
we're at
gonna
it.
say
Ooh,
that
we gonna
too,
get into
girl.
it.
Yes.
What
I
is
was gonna
We
cheating,
gonna
say
get
that
guys?
into it.
too.
Mona says, condemned you. She's laughing, but she's also shaking that finger at you like, what you got going on now? He says, yes, we should. She treats her husband, girl, you a good wife. Be a
I
That's
good
know.
wife.
right.
And if we're not out here being good wives, let's be halfway decent wives, okay? Halfway decent at least. She said, Offset, he set it off. What did
He
he do for
did.
Cardi B this year? He
It
always
was
like,
extravagant.
I
All the flowers in the world, like a whole florist.
yeah,
You know.
Kanye used to
okay.
do that too, but we know how he anyway, Kanye. The comments is expert. He says, I can't wait to see what these four things are. Let's see. The lead attorney. We're gonna reference him tonight. He says, I don't want no damn bag for Valentine's. I want to see. Oh, why would you do that? And then
And
it's like, oh
then
my
look at Mona.
God. Y'all get ready. It's early now. It's
That's
early.
what
Y'all
Cardi
like
B
another
said.
hour in.
Reward. That's what his reward was. That's
I like
exactly what she
Mona.
gave him.
Go.
I
David
like Mona.
Carmina, the David Carmina show. He says, My Unsolicited Opinion podcast. Hi, ladies, just showing some love. We're getting all the flowers tonight. We feel so
Hey,
special,
David.
y'all. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. He says, Nope. I don't remember what it was to, but he's like putting
Probably that Birkin
exclamation behind
bag.
it. So,
David don't
David,
want
you don't want a man bag? You don't want a man bag? Let us know.
Ain't
a
no man bag
merce.
My
person.
sexy is strong. She says, Good evening, ladies. I'm loving the pink. Thank you. We try to coordinate a little bit.
A
Just
little something,
coordinate.
something.
It's some. He
Look,
said, Why would we
look,
want
that's
a
my coordinate.
purse? You know, y'all have little stuff y'all need to put in a little bag, you know.
He
I
called
Might
don't
it
need a
know.
little
a
We
bigger
gotta ask
size
these
bag.
celebrities. That's what they've been wearing. Who the 2 Chainz had a yellow purse on the sidelines at the LA Lakers game when LeBron James played. Juju
Yeah.
Smith Schuster, he had a Fendi bag. All the boys, we seen LeBron with his bag. Remember, he had it when he got
They have
mad.
he did not have it like that. He
Yes,
had it like
he did.
that. No.
Yes, he
He
did.
did not.
he's carrying it like a
I
briefcase
swear,
or
if
like
I find that
a
clip,
He had it like that.
okay.
yes.
She's talking about some
If I find that clip, okay,
Oh,
okay.
don't do LeBron like that. Don't do
Oh,
that,
honey, she
LeBron.
doing LeBron. Wait,
Mona
let me.
says, being that Birkin don't want the ladies. Okay. Oh, she said if he get that, then he don't want that. Okay. She said, This is
okay.
my first time here. Well, welcome. Welcome. You're in for a treat tonight. You are in for a treat,
Mona
Mona.
came in hot talking about that Gawk 3000.
Okay, she must heard about us. You must not know about me. Mama Bear says, My husband and I exchange gifts every year. That is so sweet, Mama Bear. And I was gonna say it
Yes.
in your voice, but I can't do it. My voice too deep this time of night. The comments is expert. He says, if your man wants a bag that is better than yours, you better run, sweetheart. Oh,
Mm.
y'all, let's skip on down in the chat. We got somebody special here tonight. It's the lead attorney. He says, Salute, ladies. I hope all these husbands are cheating. They
Hey,
did that last.
TLA.
They doing it tonight. Well, they tonight is side chick night, right? We doing it for
Yeah.
y'all. The pink for the side chicks. The red is for the main lady. Okay. Tonight is for y'all, side chicks. We feel you. We feel you. If you ever been a side chick in your life. Okay, so I told y'all a story the other time. I feel like I wasn't the side chick though. I didn't know I was because when the guy that I dated, the
Oh,
one dude that
yeah,
had
that's right.
yeah, but she was keeping the baby and I was going out. So I mean, what was I? I was cool, right?
What was he doing when y'all weren't going out though?
He's
He
supposed to
wasn't
be
keeping your
traveling
baby
for
though.
work. I wasn't keeping the baby. Now he ain't have me babysitting.
You ain't never
Now,
babysit.
she was keeping the child. So I mean, that's the only other time that it's kind of blurry about any other time. I'm like, my spot is solid. I'm putting you on social media. I'm putting you everywhere. People know that we are together. You can't hide me, sweetheart. I don't play the kind of games. The lead attorney, he says,
Okay.
Hello, Mona. the common sense expert, he says, Joy, stop playing. LeBron didn't have his wrist turned over. Don't do him like that. He was carrying his purse like a briefcase. He was not carrying it with a broken
Hold
wrist.
up, I got my purse right here
Don't
though.
do
All I'm
LeBron.
saying is
That's how he
He
was
had
holding
it
it.
like that.
buy that man
He
a
didn't have it
Birkin.
like that. He did not have it like. Did he have it like that? I ain't buying a
Listen,
man no purse.
oh my God. If I could
He got to
find
buy
it,
his own purse now. He got to buy his own purse. Mona says,
I
Lee,
don't
don't
know
start.
what Joy's talking about. I ain't see
Lee
that.
gotta
'Cause he
go and
got his
turn it up
stuff.
tonight, Lee. We
He
glad
held
we
that
are
bag
glad you're
like
here,
this.
Lee, to turn it because we gonna need you to weigh in on this. Was his wrist turned over or what?
It was not turned over.
Y'all know LeBron. That's my dude. I love his whole family setup. Don't tell me he had that purse like that. It was
He
a
did
purse
not.
though.
well, so it was a purse. That's what we gonna
I
call it.
mean,
It was a briefcase. It was
okay,
a
but
satchel.
what do they have in there though? They don't have like
I don't
makeup
know
It
in
ain't
what
no
they
there.
have in there.
briefcase.
Because I
They
know
got
what's
like
in
some
mine.
important papers. It's some kind of
purse.
important paper. Some kind of
I know
important
what's in
document.
mine. I don't know
Some
what these
facial
men are
wipes,
putting.
He got a little what you call it? The man tissue. Like that you have in the bathroom. The dude
Oh, the little
wipes.
handkerchief.
Okay.
The dude wipes that they get.
Hold on. I'm gonna share this because y'all ain't gonna play me. Hold on 1 second. Y'all gonna see this today.
Here
Hold
she
on.
go. That man
Hold
did
on.
not
And
have
just
that purse.
in a second
Oh,
though,
God.
it's like it's side dude day too, because we gotta recognize them as well. I like to
Yeah.
call them a man B, like a plan B, but they're like a man B.
Man B.
The side dude. The
Y'all
side
gonna
dude
tell me
called
this ain't
man
no
B.
purse.
Oh, and he got the legs out too.
Y'all
Yeah,
ain't gonna
that's when he
tell
had
me
the
y'all
little
that ain't no
short suit.
purse.
What are you
It's
talking about? It
cute
looks
too.
like
I really like his whole outfit, but I wouldn't have worn
Look
my
at this.
socks up like
he
that.
looked like,
I
yeah.
would definitely wear that whole outfit.
But he was not holding it like this, Joy.
Okay, you wait till I find the video.
He got his stuff because I forgot what they were asking him about. But when he got up from that press conference, he grabbed his bag like
You
this.
know exactly what I'm talking.
He
Is
was
that how
mad. He
he
was
grabbed
storming
it up?
out.
He grabbed that bag
He
like
was
this,
not
and he
throwing out.
walked out in his short suit.
Like he just gave his Easter speech.
That outfit was cute though. I would wear that whole thing.
It looked like a
The
little
unsexy
schoolboy from
part.
back in the
He had
day.
on his Go Tell It on the Mountain 3000s.
Didn't he? They be wearing the
It's
boots
Black
trying to
History
get some
Month.
extra height too. Think we don't know. They like, okay, I was 5'9", but I put my boots on 5'10" and a half. We know the games, y'all. The unsexy part says he's waving. He or she is waving from the bushes. Welcome
Hey,
to
the
My
unsexy
Unsolicited.
part.
Unsexy. What is the unsexy part?
What are the unsexy parts
I
of
feel
what?
like
The
it's like
body or just like in general?
in life. Is it like an armpit? I don't know. My sexy strong says evening TLA. She's speaking to the ladies. She says evening TLA. TLA don't come taking over. Mama Bear, everybody is speaking to the lead attorney. He said hello, Celeste. Welcome. You got to come up on the panel because you always in here. I feel like
we dropping a link
we all
tonight
on the
too because
same
we want to
page.
hear it.
Yes. Yes. She
We
says
want to
good
hear
evening,
it.
ladies, and chat. Yes.
We gonna have
And
TLA
no LeBron
fighting for his
slander.
life.
Yes, we are here for LeBron. We love him. It's not a gym bag though. I'm not gonna give you that with my 60 strong. That's not a gym bag. That was a purse.
He probably got his shoes in there.
I would probably. He got his insurance papers in there.
No, his shoes and his shorts.
Oh, I thought you said insurance. What about he probably got his money in there, driver's license. What else you put in the purse?
Bottom of the bag.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us tonight. It's gonna be a good one, y'all.
Yes, it's gonna be a good one because as you guys notice, we tagged the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. the lead attorney. And y'all might have seen maybe a few months ago now, I believe it is. He did a stream on the things, or I think it said something about under these exceptions or something like that, men are able to cheat on their wives. And so what I wanted to do today, ladies, my clips didn't come up the way I needed them, but that's okay because we're just gonna build it as we fly. I wanted to take a look at all of the things that TLA said in that video that he said were reasons, not necessarily reasons for the cheating, but under these circumstances is the only way a husband is able to cheat on his wife. And I want to hear what you guys think. I want to see what they're going to say in the chat. This is from a woman's point of view. Let them know, you know, what we agree with, what we don't agree with. So I'm going to cue it up here. But before I get to that, like, let me ask you guys a question. Is there ever a time, or is it ever okay to cheat on I know he says he's talking about husband and wife, but maybe just your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Is there ever a time when it's okay to cheat? Let us know that. What you think, Joy? Is there ever a time that you just like, yeah, I'm good on this?
Well, my position is that cheating is inevitable in most long-term relationships.
Mm.
Interesting.
However, if it's the intention is where I'm kind of like, you shouldn't, but don't be shocked either when it happens. So I don't, that's kind of my thing.
So do you think
Like, you shouldn't
between
be, but sometimes you got to get where you got to go. You know what I'm saying?
well, you gotta go, girl.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think
Okay.
it's a difference between, or do the same rules apply between husband and wife? And I know y'all hate to use these words, but for lack of a better term, girlfriend, boyfriend type deal. What do you
I struggle with
struggle
that
with,
because
the
I remember
terms
like
or?
being in like middle school. Well, the idea, the question, right? Because I remember
Mhm.
like being like in middle school, in elementary school, and girls would, be saying stuff they heard on soap operas. He cheated on me. Like, we 11. What the hell?
My child.
It's the young and the restless over there.
We 11. What are you doing? And so I remember asking my grandmother, because I know it's wrong. Like in the Bible, you're not supposed to cheat. And so I was very confused. Like, well, does that mean at 11 years old, like I'm damned to hell for you kissing another boy? Like, what does it mean? At my age now, I I think that there are two statuses in a relationship. You either single or you married. Like, it's
Mhm.
not no in the middle. You either married or you not. And so if you are married, then you're no longer single. So you should stick with that arrangement between you and he or she, um, or the extra party or whatever, if you're into that sort of thing. Because
Okay.
we're very welcoming over here. We are very inclusive of
Okay.
everybody.
Right.
Is there a difference, Nala, is there a difference to you between I know you hate the words too, boyfriend and girlfriend, and then we're not talking about 11 years old on the school on the playground.
Because y'all know
Joy.
I've been serious.
I
I've been
know, because
serious.
I know you just I know everyone you get, they try to scoop you. But between, boyfriend and girlfriend and husband and wife, do you think the same rules apply across the board?
If we together, then we are together. Okay.
Okay.
Then I got zero tolerance for cheating. Like, I'm not gonna be cheating. But okay. I don't believe in cheating. I don't think that,
Okay.
and whatever you think cheating is like, everything to me. Like emotional affairs, all that, that's like all that's cheating to me, especially emotional affairs. But I recently I've been like dealing with a situation, and it's like you married until you get divorced, even though you're not together and you're
I
going through the
agree with that.
process.
Mm-hmm.
Can you like go ahead and get a head start on your second life, or should you just wait until the ink is dry and then move forward? So I mean, but prior to that, I believe that cheating is cheating. If we dating, if we engaged, I'm like, we together, we've made a commitment to each other, like we're gonna be together. We have an understanding, no cheating.
Mhm.
But it's the divorce, the married till you get divorced part for me right now. What do y'all think about that?
So, but there's a lot of people out there are separated and are
Yeah,
moving on with their lives, right? And so,
right,
do you
right.
do you believe in like the separation? Can they date, or you like no, and like you said, when that ink dried, then you free to go.
I remember watching a
feel-
lot of talk shows in school, and I remember like on Ricky Lake and Jenny Jones, and the women would be bickering with the men, and somebody would accuse somebody of cheating, and they would be like, "Well, that's when we was broken up." I'm like, "Hold on, you don't be broken up and be married at the
we were
same
on
time."
a
Like,
break. Uh-huh.
what you mean? That's when we was broken up? That's what we was married or we were divorced. It's like it's not a gray area. We
Who
either
was
are
that
or
that
we are
had
not.
the break baby?
Dwayne Wade.
Dwayne Wade.
Oh
But he wasn't
yes.
married to her then. They
Okay.
were just
Yeah.
boyfriend and girlfriend
They were
then.
dating though, like heavily or something like that. Yeah.
But yeah,
So
And
what y'all think in the chat? What y'all think about that?
yeah.
I mean, are you married till you get a divorce? One. Two, if you're free to go. Y'all get divorced and you're free to move on. Let me know. David already said see, NAllen is cheating. No, she is not.
no, she
She is not doing
that is a
anything.
respectable woman.
Yes, let's take that down.
You see, she
What
don't
do
got
y'all
that red
think?
lipstick on no more.
This is pink tonight.
It's pink tonight. Honey, she is
It's
not a
pink
lady
You know
of
what
tonight.
the
they say when
evening.
you wear red lipstick, though, right? You remember that
Mhm,
that,
I
that
love red
old
lipstick.
school. I know you do.
What, they a
But you
little
know what they
hussy?
say about women that wear red lipstick, right?
lady
They
of the
women of the night.
evening.
Lady of the night or whatever. Y'all remember that? Lord, I be telling you, I feel like sometimes they, never mind. But yeah, that's what that's what they used to say back in the day. The you wear that red lipstick, you just, you're a floozy.
You a hot girl?
Mm.
You're a
Yes.
Jezebel.
Ooh.
All the
Jezebel,
stuff.
boy,
They,
yes.
all the stuff they didn't brought back around,
Yes.
calling, modern women or
We got
whatever. All right.
I think when
So
you in that middle area, like if you're divorcing, it's always a chance that they could get back together. Like Ray J and Prince says, this like their third round of getting back together after filing for divorce 2 times before.
you gotta try. You ain't gonna leave the first time. You gotta try it a couple times before you get it right.
oh yeah,
Just for the
is
record.
that normally
Yeah.
happens?
Yeah.
Okay,
They
all
like acting
right.
like women just walking out. They ain't just walking out. Go ahead,
All right.
Ty.
All right. So I'm gonna pull up what you see here is TLA's it's a clip, but if you want to see the clip or the full stream he did on this, it was a really good conversation he had, a really good stream. This is where he talks about the law of cheating. So to kind of preface this, what he said was if he was, the judge and the legislature, he would make a law about cheating, and this is what he thinks the law should be. And I just want to make sure before I get started, you guys are able to hear this. So if you can hear it, put a one in the chat, and ladies, let me know if you can hear it.
If it were up to me, this is the perfect law of the land. All right, so this is the law.
Can y'all hear that?
Yeah.
You can hear it? All right. Okay. So this is the law. If it was up to the lead attorney.
Law on cheating. All right. 1, women are forbidden to cheat. Period. All right. That's pretty clear. Now, 2, men are forbidden to cheat. Period. All right. Now, number 3. Notwithstanding number 2.
All right. I'm gonna stop it right there real quick. So in his law, let me know how you ladies feel. The first one is women are forbidden to cheat. And then the second one is men are forbidden to cheat. Do we all agree on that or disagree?
We agree.
So far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, forbidden. So it cannot happen. Now, when he goes into number 3, he says notwithstanding. Basically, that means these are the exceptions or for number 2, which is men are forbidden to cheat. Okay, so let's get into that.
Men can cheat on their wives under if all of these conditions are present. Let me change the women to wives and men to husbands.
So I want to stop it right here real quick because this is real important because I just talked about it, right? We have the girlfriend boyfriend situation or long-term relationship or whatever you guys call yourselves, right? And then you have the husband and wife situation. And when it comes to like laws, I don't know many laws that are for like the situationships, the relationships, anything outside of like marriage, like specifically that either party could, I guess, use as some type of, I don't know, leverage or protection or whatever. So he changes it from wives and from women to wives, and then men to husbands to just delineate that we're talking about a legal marriage under the law, right? Which is kind of like important. But that doesn't mean that you won't feel some type of way, right? A lot of people out here want to get married. Some of these women want to be wives and some of these men want to be husbands. And so you want to see what TLA thinks. This is a 20-year a family law attorney. So he has the background. So let's see what he thinks. We'll keep it moving.
All right. So do you see what we're doing? Do you see what we're
TLA likes the long stroke a little bit, so I'm gonna just fast forward a little bit, and I'm set because my clips didn't come out the way I wanted them to, so I couldn't fast forward. But we're gonna just fast forward a little bit here, where he talks about the 4 things.
Udemy. No matter how you say it, it's a top online learning destination with
single man to cheat. Let's take a look. First condition. We'll say there's a marriage. They have to be married. All right. Second. Now, guys, listen. Let me do it like this so y'all can see. Second, guys, and listen, I'm gonna hold you to it. Now, listen, guys, it's not just you just get to while out. Second, the husband has to be paying the majority of the household bills. Guys, you got to be pulling your weight. It can't be that you're going to cheat on your woman and, she's paying 80% of the bills. It can't be that way. You have to be paying a majority of the bills. All right. What is the majority? 51% or more.
All right. So he says the first 2 things, it has to be a marriage, right? Has to be a marriage. And then he says the husband, in order for the husband to be able to cheat, he has to be paying at least the majority of the bills, in which he puts out 51%, right? So how do you guys feel about that so far? Y'all look at y'all faces. Hold on.
He got on some BS with the 51%. But I mean, I get where he's going.
So what
percent? I mean, when you say majority, I mean, technically, if you want to be technical, 51 is, majority, but you're going to need a little more leverage to be like go wilding out here in these streets and sowing your oats, okay?
So like you completely not working. So maybe like you not working and he's, paying all of the bills.
He got to be to be allowed to cheat, and I'm gonna just sit there. Yeah, he going 51% ain't gonna cut it. That's not gonna cut it. Yeah.
So
they don't want you to go to school. Yeah.
So what's your percentage? What's your percentage?
That they can cheat on me? I can't answer that question.
I can't concede.
I cannot. I just, I'm gonna have a job. I'm gonna have my own money. I'm gonna have a say so. That's what I'm working for. I'm gonna tell y'all, these modern women, yes, I'm gonna make my own money so that I don't have to sit here and allow you to cheat on me. So that's what I'm gonna do. So he could be. He can't. He's not. No, I'm not going for it.
So the chat is stuck, right? So ladies in the chat, everyone is like mind boggled. Ashley says this is a joke, right? Ladies, is there how I'm sorry, I'm laughing too much. Let me ask you a question, ladies. What TLA says the majority, right? And if you want to get technical, the majority is 51%. But is there do you think there's a greater percentage or less percentage where you may be a little bit more immune to the cheating? I'll just say that, right? I'll just say
Your
that.
number in the chat.
Joy, what you think?
Well, going back to something I have said previously, if you want to tell me what to do, then yeah, you got to pay for me. Like, and I think that's under that umbrella. It's like how I tell my sons, my house, my rules. When we go to your house, I follow your rules. I mean, that's kind of, I ain't trying to be funny, but that's what these basketball girls be signing up for, and these football girls, and that's what they sign up for.
But
They
he
sign
said
up
that-
for
but they-
all
but-
of the money, and then they get mad when it's like he cheated on me. Well, duh, what did you think was gonna happen?
But
Exactly.
he's paying the majority of the bills.
Yeah, no.
What is the number?
What's your number?
What's the percentage? 51 is not enough for me. 99 and a half, really.
Okay,
kinda.
let's say he pays for
99.
everything except like. Okay, let's say he pays for everything except like my cell phone bill or my car payment.
So you say
Oh,
about
okay.
95%.
That'll make you more immune. Not necessarily saying it's okay. You're just saying what I'm saying is more immune.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
You
if
still
you
get
say it like that though, because we don't leave. Anyway.
right. Some of us are like have some type of immunity to it, right?
Yeah.
So when you say immune, like we're not speaking on it, we're not acknowledging it. We know that it happened. We're just gonna keep moving as if it didn't.
Right, because you can, when I say immune, I guess I'm using this analogy because you can get sick, right? But if you take medications, if you do whatever, then you may not get as sick as the next person, right? So I'm saying I think we all agree that cheating is not okay, right? But what makes you more immune to the, to finding out that your spouse or whatever, your spouse has cheated, right? Because we've said it before, you've said it before, NAllen, that cheating is, doesn't necessarily
First time, it's not a deal breaker. It's not.
It's not necessarily a deal breaker like that, right? So what keeps you around? So if he's paying 51%, and I think my sexy is strong, she said 95. She said I'm gonna need it about at least 95% if I'm gonna shut up. What you think, Joy?
I'm just saying, like, you gotta weigh your options, right? Like,
yeah.
But like in Friday, say when he come around, I be quiet. But when he leave, I be talking again. I mean, yeah, like 80%. Like if you're doing everything and I don't have to think, like I think for let me not speak for women, at least for me, being single and independent is cute, but you gotta think all the time. Like when you that is exhausting. Thinking, what am I going to do?
You could skip this ad, but don't skip the part that can help you get the job done.
Oh, Lord.
At Grainger, we're here for you.
Go ahead.
No, it's like you're thinking all the time. It is exhausting. What am I going to cook? I got to clean up. I got to tell my boy to do this. It's a cost that I'm willing to exchange to have a reprieve from that. I'm guessing somewhere around 80%.
For the record, though, Joy, sometimes with these men, you still have to be, what am I going to cook? I got to clean up.
But at least I don't have to be like, oh, I got to figure how I'm going to pay for this. Okay, hold on. Can I go buy? Like, at least I could go and have steak lunch every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can go shopping.
You picked a good one. You picked a good one. Because some of these men, they don't want you to spend your own money.
The money in my bank account. Like, at least I feel that I would be getting something out of the relationship, right? So then I'm trying to figure out, okay, I'm benefiting in some way, whatever the way is, an emotional support, somebody, pouring into my dreams, whatever that thing is, because it looks different for everybody, right? In this instance, we talk about money. I'm gonna have to let some stuff slide a little bit, act like I ain't see it or hear it or read it.
For your
And
own,
that's another thing
for your
too.
comfort.
I don't go looking for nothing.
Right.
I don't go looking for nothing. I'm a firm believer that things come out the wash. It comes out how it's supposed to, when it's supposed to. Like, I'm not going through your phone. Like, I'm just,
If
that's
it were up to
exhausting.
me, this is the
Sorry.
It's exhausting doing that. But yeah, I'm saying, yeah, 80%.
Yeah. Okay, at least 80%. All right. So y'all, as y'all were talking, my clips finally came.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up. So we can like kind of skip through a lot of this. And I gotta fast forward a little bit because we already talked
wives.
about the first two.
The husband has to,
and he said 51%.
And she's paying 80% of the bills. It can't be that way. You have to be paying a majority of the bills. All right. What is the majority? 51% or more. Right? You got to be paying 51% or more of the bills.
All right. So TLA has some more stipulations here. Okay. So not only do you have to, it has to be a marriage, you have to pay at least 51% of the bills. But I think we said it's gonna take a little bit more than that to get us to shut up. I know my sexy and strong said at least 95%. And Joy says 80. And
that 5% must be a cell phone bill.
Okay. And the car note, like you said. Let's see what else he says. Let's keep going.
Now, women, you are not going to like this. Let me preface it by saying everyone controls their own body. Men should not be forced to have sex when they don't want to. Women should not be forced to have sex when they don't want to. If you're a man and you don't want to sleep with your wife, fine. If you're a woman and you don't want to sleep with your husband, fine. Men should not be out here forcing their wives to sleep with them. Are you ready? This is the condition. The wife must be capable, but unwilling to have sex with the husband. I know. This is big. Listen. Now listen, guys, if you're a woman, and this helps you if you're a woman. If you're the guy's paying the fucking bills. He's paying the majority of the bills. If you're a woman and you don't want to do your part, but what if you're a woman and you're doing your thing? He cannot cheat. This is just the exception. And there's more. A guy has to meet all of these. This is not a or. This is an and. A guy has to meet all of these conditions before he can cheat.
All right. So that's what he says. He says that it has to be a marriage. He has to pay majority of the bills, and the woman has to be capable but not willing to have sex with her husband. How do y'all feel about that?
I can agree with it though, because it's like if you're perfectly healthy, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not like sick or anything. You're not even if you're paralyzed, you're kind of like okay. But he's paying the bills.
What did you say?
If people like paralyzed, they still be out here like having kids and sleeping, having sex. They do.
They do.
I
got this girl on Instagram that's in a wheelchair and she had a baby.
Yeah, no, my grandfather was
kids. The men too.
My grandfather was.
I'm trying to be funny. Okay, side note, like can I
let's dig into that. Okay,
I'm serious. When you're a paraplegic, Does it do
What
does
it
get
work?
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
I
trying-
just so my grandfather is paralyzed from the waist, well, the waist down, but my mother is one of four, well, five, but four from like my grandfather. So after he was shot in the back very early on, but yeah, they did what they needed to do. Yeah.
I mean, so if they not like going to get test tube, but they doing it. I mean,
Like,
doing it.
listen, I'm not about to ask my grandmother what they were
No,
doing
for real. I got a lot of
and how they did it. I can just do math.
I didn't know that.
I can just do
Yeah.
math. I know, my mother was born this year. My aunts and uncles were born this year. My grandfather got shot this year. I just do the math. I don't know what they did, but he's been paralyzed since the 60s. So and he uses crutches and he also uses his wheelchair. But listen, you want me to run my grandmother on?
You're gonna be like, girl, you wrong. Your grandma
And
was
so
like,
for the woman, hers works too.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
I feel like the women, like the internal organs are fine. I can understand the woman being
so
able
your
to do more
insides
than
is
the
not
man.
connected to your spinal cord.
I mean, to a certain extent, but I'm more like this. I'm more like how the man doing it than you need your pelvis, don't you? You need to, your back.
I guess it just depends on what's paralyzed.
I'll just say,
Oh God. So we've established that people who are
yes.
Right. But
so
what
a healthy
about
woman, if you're a healthy woman and if the man paying at least 51% of the bills according to TLA, some of us would like them to be paying more. All these things have to be going on, he said. All of them. He said it can't just be like, oh, well, you ain't sleeping with me. It got to be, you're not sleeping with me and you're healthy and I have to be paying the majority of the bills. So far, I can get.
So far, you're a little agreeable.
I'm always agreeable. A little bit agreeable. A little bit.
But here's my question. How long does the wife have to be withholding or not having sex, right? There's a question. Because you can't come in here like, on day one talk about, oh, well, you ain't had sex with me yesterday, so I'm out here in the streets, right? What do y'all think is the length of time if we're going with this made up law that TLA, comprised? How long is too long?
Go ahead, Joy.
Look,
I don't know the right answer to that. Everybody has a different libido.
Is it a month? Is it 6 months? A year?
I don't know.
So I'm gonna say this.
I don't know. It depends on how old you are. Because like if you're 65, I mean, do you still? I don't know.
The worms.
If a man and a woman are of healthy age to continue to have sex, and I guess to have sex, I mean, yes, is it dependent? But let's just think about men and women in their 30s, at 30s and 40s, right? I would think they have a stronger sex drive than maybe someone that's like 65, 70. I don't know. What do you think is like? How long is too long before a man can start trying to look at the law and see if he falls within it? Like, is it a month of no sex?
I would think from a male point of view, 90 days would feel like an eternity. Because like men don't be wanting to stick around when the woman be in the third trimester. So
right.
And let me tell you,
because you gotta wait 6 weeks after you have the baby, right?
So we've all been pregnant on here. So I don't know everybody else's experience or whatever, but I know the baby bump don't stop them. I think they be going after the baby bump sometimes. I think they be trying to like let them know who's in charge before they get out here to the world. That's what I think. I think they'd be like, I'm in charge. Like,
okay, so
I'm the
if
daddy.
if you're the type of person that y'all have been consistent in your relationship or in your marriage, right? I would say a month is too long. Because but then I also want to know, why did you stop?
That's what I
You
wanted
know,
to know. Yeah,
in the
that's what
first
I was
place. Because
thinking too.
women not just stopping for no reason. Most of the time, women are agreeable. They, going along with the program because we with the program. We human too, We got wants and needs and all that kind of stuff. So why did we stop? Why did I stop? I need to know that first.
Well, they've always said that for a woman, sex for her starts before you get in the bedroom. Like you being, mentally, emotionally stimulated, all of the things that gets her kind of like all geeked up and excited or whatever it is. So, to your point about what made her stop, clearly, it's definitely gonna be probably something outside of the bedroom. Like, I'm sure if it's good sexual chemistry, that didn't just magically disappear. Something has happened that has fractured the compatibility outside the bedroom. Then it spills over into the bedroom and make her want to do that.
So you ever think like a woman can just be like, not today. Like, I'm not in the mood. Like are y'all like when you are with your other halves, are you always like in the mood? And if you're not in the mood, do you just like suck it up and be like, how Mama Bear Bowman said, she said, like, I got 30 minutes until my show comes on. Let me go in here and push the right buttons so I can get back in time to my show. Or are you like, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm because I don't feel like
agreeable.
I have, yeah. I'm yeah. I have.
Okay.
So if it's a no-go, something else is going on to me.
Yep. I agree.
Actually,
what's the chat talking about? The chat is
that's what they talking about.
Y'all wilding out in the chat.
Talk to the chat.
Wilding. Let's go back up a little bit. Let's go back up a little bit. Let's see.
So the question is, I'm sorry, I was just saying the question is, how long is too long? Is 30 days too long? Is, what about 60 days, maybe 6 months, maybe a year? Because I have a friend that went, a whole year who did not receive like sex from her husband, and she wanted it, and he was just
giving it to somebody else.
He was doing something else.
I'm not going to speculate, but now that when I'm looking back on the conversation we had, I don't necessarily think that was the case either. But
what was it then?
It was like over a year. I think he had some internal like issues, and I don't think it was coming as strong as he wanted it to come. And I think he might have had some insecurities about it. But like, even like taking that to account, she was really like, not to say she didn't care, but she was just like, well, like, let's fix it. Let's do what we need to do, whether it's therapy or whatever it is. Let's do it. But he just wasn't willing to do it.
He just was like, no.
He was more like one of those guys that it's like, okay, we'll do it, and it just never happened.
For a year?
Over a year.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay. My sexy is strong says, I remember this video from TLA, and no, cheating is not okay. It's not okay, guys.
Okay.
Art Norman, I got it. Is that right? Art Norman, welcome back. He says, if she's not giving up the cheeks, then it's okay to cheat. Women cannot withhold. Women can do whatever they want to do. It's just like, it's not recommended. Mona says, girlfriends and boyfriends is not considered cheating. What? You better tell me, because I'm like, who? We together.
Okay, when they say you
I'm like, what we doing? Are we together or not? They like, yeah, we together. And I'm like, okay, well, that's it. No more. Let me find out.
Come stick beside him.
This expert. He says, we good men don't cheat. I would never want to hurt my lady and destroy the trust, because one thing, let me tell you, when the trust is gone, sweetheart, it is gone, never to return. I always say, I hate when I get to the point in the like situationship, relationship, when I find out like you a liar, or you're not coming through on something you're supposed to come through. Because I like being in that, delusional phase. I said it. I like that
No, I
crazy
like
place
being
when
there
it's like,
too,
Me
girl.
too.
it's like, oh yeah, I
Mhm.
can't wait to talk to them.
I
They
don't
always
want it to
if I call them,
stop.
they coming, responding on time. You know, I love that place. But when we get there and it's like, now you let me down.
Yeah, and then you dry up.
What?
And then
You go a
and
year.
then you withhold sex for 7 days or 30 days or 60 days
For
because
what? Okay.
he ain't fixed what he was supposed to fix. And now you
Because he was
like,
lying. He let you
because he was
down.
lying.
We gotta build some trust, baby. We gotta build some trust. Mona says, yes, there's no in between, in my opinion. Okay, well, that's how y'all feel. Common sense say no in Allen. Wait till you sign the papers. Don't put yourself in a situation where it can backfire on you in court.
True.
You gotta tell me I'm at the house, okay? And she said
But the
separation
courts
does
let
not
you,
mean.
don't the courts let you
I
move
don't
on once you're
know.
like legally separated?
I don't know.
I don't know. You gotta ask the
We
expert
need to have an attorney
TLA. He
here.
had to let
He's
us
not
know.
our attorney. Yes,
I
Ashley
know.
says separation does not mean divorce. Once the paperwork is finalized, do as you please. These people saying, look, you married till you're divorced, okay? Don't y'all
It's
ask
true.
them
Think
again.
about Khloe Kardashian and Lamar Odom. They was
Yes.
separated, and then he sort of half died, and then here she comes swooping in and saved the day for real, because she was
Yes,
still his
yes,
wife. So yeah,
Mhm.
it means something.
yes. Okay, that y'all went in on that one. Okay, I'm gonna skip some of these. My sexy strong said I'm gonna need at least 95%. She gonna shut up. Now you gonna try to tell me to be
Run
quiet,
it.
you are your woman, and I'm not gonna be sleeping with you. So hey, 95%, I'm gonna just go to bed. I'm not even waiting up on you. I'm not calling you, I'm not texting you. Our
He
Norman
said, run
says
that
cheating
money.
is corny. Yes, no matter how much a man is paying, just because you pay the bills does not mean you should lack honor. We
Come
got a high
on.
value man right here.
There
He
you
is
go.
high
Come
value, okay?
on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
honor.
With the
Y'all don't even
word.
know what that is. They don't even know what that means, okay? Ashley Leanne says, period. I will tell y'all something about them
Cornball.
two, but we're gonna keep moving. He says, if I need to cheat, then I don't need to be with you. That's what I say. Now you need to go ahead and don't want me, then don't talk to me. Fantasia. That's what he said.
Okay.
Mama Bear says, I think that husbands and wives. Okay, I think we went over this one, didn't we, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We got Nina Simone. She says, moving right along. I think that's when we was talking about the quadriplegia, paraplegia, and the
Yeah.
baby making situation. We were going too far. Oh, she say what that? Oh, he said yeah. He liked that. He think that's funny. 7 days, and I'm out to the next 7 days. Or Norman, you gonna give him 2 weeks?
Ooh,
I said at least 30
child.
Now
days.
you said y'all been married for 12 years. That's what he said, right? They've been married for 12 years.
Yeah.
Stop.
I wasn't gonna put him
Oh, I
out there
believe
like
it
this,
though.
but
You don't
Just
he
believe
like
it though.
I gotta what 7
I
days.
believe it.
No.
We're gonna drop
I don't
his
know
link. Y'all got to
now.
come up and back up every word you say now. Come on.
I don't know. You
The
see what when it came up
But look,
last
that might be
time.
the secret to why they've been married for 12 years.
Okay.
Okay, let us know. Let us know, because some of us have not been blessed like that. The common sense expert, he says, if you love your spouse, you should never cheat. 4 holes on Thumb Street. What does that even mean? Will always get you over during the heart. What?
Baby, when he
I,
said 4 holes, I was thinking something else. I
me
promise
too, because
you.
I'm still confused right now. I'm
Four
gonna
holes
skip
on
past
Thumb
it.
Street.
Oh,
I
What?
don't
You
know.
gotta clear this up, common sense expert.
That's
Okay.
some down south. That's some Louisiana. That's some NOLA. I don't know because I don't know that saying. I was thinking about something else.
I'm from down here, and I have no clue. That kind of scared me actually when I was reading it. Sexy and strong says I agree 30 days. Otherwise, I have questions. I'm gonna question you after 30 days. Like, what's your problem? What you doing? Ashley say, okay. She say a year and a half. She said
A
she
year and
feel
a
bad
half.
for that man. A year and a half. That's crazy.
He wanted, but she don't. Is that
Yeah.
what that Ashley talking about? Because my situation,
That's
my friend, not my situation. Lord knows, not my situation. She wants it, but he ain't giving it up.
Do the men be doing y'all need to speak up on that. I want to hear more about that kind of stuff. Why y'all acting like that? What's wrong with y'all? Because there's something wrong.
Mm.
Who hurt you?
He said a
Because Debbie
month.
said after a month without I've held up my end 100%. I've already been talking to other women. Y'all hear him. He said he already been talking to other women.
So he done had, wait, so things are completely okay. And you got just in cases. Even though things are, everything is good. Is that?
He said at the month. He already got lined up.
He already been talking.
The way that I'm reading is that we good, everything is fine, and I still got some lined up just in case this day comes that we hit day 31. Is that what I'm reading?
He's been holding up his end of the bargain. He said, if I've been paying the bills and doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, I got my little chick over here. She waiting on you to mess up. One more day, sweetheart.
Oh, she like
let me go like one more night. One more night. It's over. Our Norman says he needs a side chick and a new wife. Okay. My sexy strong said he was cheating. He was doing it anyway, wasn't he? Look at our dude. He says, everyone hit the like button as you come in. Like it up, subscribe to our channel. This is the lead attorney. He says, like it up, guys, on the what is this? Unsolicited Opinion podcast. It's getting late, y'all. When it gets late, y'all know how we start doing.
It's getting
you want to go to the next thing, Ty? The next thing that
yes. All right, so we're not done. So TLA, he's not done. He always has a full explanation. He brings it on home for you. So let's pull it back up.
The husband and the wife must have one or more children. Right? The husband or the wife must have one or more children. Guys, let me tell you something. This last part is the key. It is the key. If your wife is capable, if you are married and you are paying the majority of the household bills, and your wife is capable but unwilling to have sex with you, but you do not have any children, you are not allowed to cheat. Some of you guys are like, well, why is it that if the man and the wife, if they don't have a child, why is the husband not allowed to cheat? You're not allowed to cheat because you should get a divorce. You should get a divorce. Why are you cheating when you get a divorce? Just divorce her. You're going to be like, oh, well, she's going to take half. That's what you agreed to when you married her. Did you get a prenup? No, I didn't have anything back then. Well, there you go. Divorce her ass.
I can't hear you, Ty.
Oh, I'm muted. My bad. Look, I was giving y'all like good. I'm like, all right.
You're getting fired.
So what do you guys think about that? On top of everything else, you the couple, the married union must have at least a child. And then he gave his explanation of why, right? Because if you don't have children, then just get a divorce and move on with your lives. Go ahead and free yourself, like Fantasia says, right? But he's saying if you must have a child. So how y'all feel about that?
I agree. Because if it's easy, if you don't have a kid and it's like, you think you love the person, y'all spend however many years or whatever time together. If you don't have a child, it's like, I'm out.
Right.
Like, other than that, of course, according to him, which we all know, like with the child support and all that kind of stuff. So that would be an incentive for a man to stay. But with all the other stuff going on, it's like, okay, but I'm going to give me a girlfriend. I got to be able to have a girlfriend. According, that's what he said. That's how the lead attorney explained it, in my opinion. Not me or not him, whoever he is. But if you don't have any kids, you could just go ahead and be with your girlfriend. Like, have her. Like, y'all be together. I'm going to leave. Y'all have, y'all know me. Y'all need to try to work on that. Y'all go ahead. I'm going to fall back. Y'all
they need to be together.
Yeah. Don't worry about me breaking up. Nothing y'all got going on. Y'all need to be a family. But if you don't have any kids, that's easy. Get out of there. Get out.
Joy, what say you?
I was thinking, so in North Carolina, it takes a long time for people to get divorced. Like you have to be separated for an entire 12 months before your divorce proceedings and everything like really get going. So it takes time, like 2 years, a long time to get divorced here. So that's the only reference that I have. I was thinking about Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill. Y'all remember when they had that wedding and she was so excited and she couldn't, Cynthia Bailey from the Housewives of Atlanta, she couldn't wait to marry that man. He fine too. But anyway, they broke up. And I mean, like 90 days later, like it was over. Like she was like, oh yeah, the rumors are true. We filed for divorce. They were divorced. Like they don't have any kids. Like she was like, I'm not feeling him no more. And if it's one thing about her, she'll let a man go. She don't play around. She dropping her man. Y'all remember how she dropped Peter Thomas? Yeah. She does not play around. So
Papa Smurf.
I think it is certainly some validity to that. I also think though that sometimes people hold on to relationships longer than they're supposed to because you're hoping it's going to get better. And in the process of like hoping, you end up like, oops, I'm pregnant. And you was already in shambles 6 months before that. And so now it's real messy. You know what I mean? So I guess the part, I don't know, like when is the cutoff? When should you let it go? Like when do you absolutely know? Like there is no repairing this. There is no, you know what I mean? Like that's where it gets weird for me.
Who, when I look at everything so far, right, and when he brings in the child, and I think that brings in a valid point, and he goes more in depth into why he put that on there, right? But it's like they already said, like in this space, they already say, we're only here for to produce, right, to reproduce and everything like that. But you have a child, we're married, I pay all the bills. I'm looking at this from like the male point of view. We're married, I pay all the bills. And what was the other thing there? I forget that's so crazy. I forget it that quick. Uh-oh, not me. I had to rewind it back. We were already on number 4, weren't we? We were. Okay, yeah. So did I? Okay. Oh, it's right. And you withheld
the husband.
Sorry. I can kind of be a little immune to it a little bit, I think. Right. And then adding the child piece in there. And you'll see why. We'll get into why he kind of adds that in there in a few minutes. But like, if we don't have kids, like get going. Like go. That's a clean break. Right, you dodged the bullet. The way I see it, right? Because just like you said, Joy, the relationship could have been in shambles months before, and then all of a sudden, boom, right? One Valentine's Day night where y'all thought it was, you thought it might be, but he still with the bullshit, right? And all of a sudden you're pregnant. now you stuck like Chuck, right?
And that's why you married till you get divorced too. So don't be out here playing games with your side dude. TLA said that too. Women be having these babies for these side dudes. And then you're pregnant for your husband. So be careful. Stay safe, my friends. Stay safe.
That was a really good short you did on the things that the gifts you can actually receive on Valentine's Day if you're not safe. I think that was really good. Y'all need to check that out if you ever get a chance to go over to NAllen's channel, but because she puts out really good information, not just like the medicine cabinet stuff, but I can kind of get behind some of these for if I'm being open to the possibility of a law on cheating. I don't know. Let's see. We'll keep it moving because
I definitely think it's rooted in logic. Absolutely. Everything about it is very logical.
It is. Things, all of these, everything in play, we hate to give it makes sense a little bit. Yeah, it's like,
under law, right? He's a 20-year law attorney, right? A family law attorney. I mean, he's seen marriages, he's seen divorces, he's seen it all, right? So I can, if anyone, if they say let's make a law on cheating, I need him to have a seat at the table, right? Because he has the experience with it, right? Because all you think you'll get from me is emotion. Because I'm gonna be like, I don't even know why we at this table, y'all. Get your asses out and go be faithful and do whatever it is you do. And if you ain't faithful, just get your divorce and keep it moving. But this makes some sense. So I can't, he said he thought about it longer than anybody else has, at least on YouTube, right? So I can't knock him for that. But still, it's I don't know. Let's see. Let's keep going. Because he did have just one more thing here. So that was the 4 things, guys. So the 4 things that you would need in order to cheat on your wife, as the title says, it has to be a marriage. You have to be paying majority of the bills. Your wife has to be capable but unwilling to have sex with you, and then you must have kids. So let's keep it moving, because now I done messed up my place here.
Household bills.
Hold on.
Where
we at? Let's go back.
It is the key. If
I'm sorry.
Is the key. It is the key. If your wife is capable, if you are married and you are paying the majority of the household bills, and your wife is capable but unwilling to have sex with you, but you do not have any children, you are not allowed to cheat. Some of you guys are like, well, why is it that?
Oh, I think I already did this, right?
The man.
I'm sorry.
You should get a divorce.
That's right. He said you should get a divorce.
Just divorce. That's what you agreed to.
Sorry, y'all. There we go. Let's go on to the next one.
Now, let me say this too, because the laws are kind of changing. There's an exception to the exception. The exception to the exception is, so this will be what, number 4? The exception to the exception is, notwithstanding the above, the husband is not allowed to cheat if the wife will consent to 50-50 custody. That's it, guys. If your wife is like, listen, I just don't want to have sex with you anymore, but we can co-parent, we'll get a divorce, 50-50 custody. Now you've lost the right to cheat. Now you're back in divorce land. Divorce her. She'll agree to 50-50 custody. She'll agree to no child support. You're going to have your kid an equal amount of time. That's fair. She gets 50% of the time. You get 50% of the time. That's fair. She doesn't get child support. You don't get child support. She works. You work. She supports the child when the child is with her. You support the child when the child is with you. That's fair. That's all you should want. This is not about having your cake and eating it too, guys.
All right. How y'all feel about that? Right? You giving up 50-50? Look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
And Allen?
You can get your child. Yeah, you can get her. Yeah, you can get her.
You can have your baby.
We probably already, the way these men set up, you probably already going half on the bills. All they got to do is be paying 51%. So you good. You good.
Right. It ain't no sweat off your back. Right.
Yeah. It's like you go, yeah. And if she's willing, because that's the big deal about the women, getting the child support, getting the alimony, leaving these men homeless. If the big deal is like, the child, if that's the thing, is like, I'm gonna go 50-50 with you. It's like, okay, just walk away. We can go away. We both can go in peace. And I mean, if anybody has an issue with that, then they're psychotic. Okay, they're crazy. If a man is still like, I want my family back, and he been cheated, and I'm gonna give you 50-50, you can get your child. I don't need the child support. I don't need your alimony. You still won't go in peace. You're a problem. You're a problem.
Do they go in peace?
They don't go in peace.
No,
regardless of what they say. They do not go in peace. And y'all, we're gonna drop the link tonight. And we'll see. Y'all can if y'all think that if she give me 50-50 and I don't have to pay her and I'm gonna just go in peace, I'm gonna tell y'all that y'all don't just go in peace because y'all still be wanting these women. I said it, and you be wanting your family back. Okay. With that, that's all I have to say about that.
They not be going in peace.
If you ever heard a man say, or if you ever heard a man say, or if you as a man have ever said, I want my family back, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know anything about this phrase that I'm saying right now, put a 2. But if you have ever been told, or if you have ever said, I want my family back, be honest, y'all. Tell the truth. I want my family back. You heard it or you said it because you felt it. Like, let's be real about our feelings over here. Because, women be about the feels. If you ever heard it or if you've ever said it, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't know anything about it, put a 2.
Yeah, a lot of men say it, and a lot of times they mean it, right? A lot of times they think they mean it. And then they get their family back, and then we right back here defining the parameters around cheating. So, Joy, what do you think about TLA's exception with you said give it to him 50-50?
Yeah, I was gonna ask though with the woman, because we've been talking, I feel like more about the man cheating and exiting the situation. Does the woman have to be the one paying the 51% of the bills and it be okay?
Oh, you trying to flip it? You trying to say like, when can a woman cheat?
Yeah, I mean, is that because if that's the law, right? And because the first law was the woman's forbidden, second one was the man is forbidden, so we equal, and it said if, right, here's your criteria. So that's true for the woman too. So if the woman is paying 51% of the bills, because NAllen said she agreed to 50-50. Remember a few episodes back?
I did say that. I did.
He was like, I got 50-50.
I said, I will. Not with that enthusiasm, Joy. Come on.
Right.
I just said,
I will say this.
Yeah.
I will say this because we clipped it, but prior to TLA getting into all of his points, he did say that under no circumstances can a woman cheat. Period. Point blank.
That's what he said.
That.
That's what he said on that.
No. Yeah,
he said on the clip that I have, but in the full stream, and you guys, I'm gonna put the link to his full stream in there so you guys can go and check out everything that he said in that. Because I'm not even gonna lie, when I first got into the stream and he was talking, I'm like, oh, he was wilding tonight. Like, it's not gonna happen. But then after a while, I was like, okay, I can see his point there, but ain't no cheating law. So boom, we back at square one. But prior to that, he said under no circumstances. So even in his law that he wrote, I mean, he says women are forbidden.
So it's man law. I got it.
Of course, right? And there was no exception to the rule for women. There was no notwithstanding for number one for the women to cheat. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Let's flip it a little bit, ladies. Do you think there's if women were doing all of these things, do you think under his law there that it would, we're able to go out and cheat? What do you think?
Superhead said so.
Not Superhead.
You remember Superhead?
Corinne Stephens, yes. You gonna take it from her?
Said that she was cheating on her husband because she paid all the bills. She was like, if Lil Wayne called, she was like, let me go ahead and pack my bag. Don't call my phone. I'll be back when I'm back. Because she was like, I was the one who was paying all the bills. Like, who gonna
hold up? She was married. Was that Eddie Winslow?
I don't remember.
What? I feel like she was dealing with so many men.
I know.
What was that white guy? That old white guy.
Don't get me started telling lies.
She's pregnant recently or something.
She's pregnant now. She's pregnant now. By a chef that was at a basketball game with another woman, like 2 days after she announced being pregnant by him.
But Corinne Stephens, she's like what? She's almost 50. I know she's
44.
Yeah,
she's 44. Yeah, she's 44. Her parts still work.
Oh, so she said
the guy was like 32. And the dude, he's like 32.
Oh,
the baby daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You see
He
how they be
gone already though. He's absent
Mhm.
already though.
I know.
He gone
He left
already?
already.
Yeah. Well, see,
Yeah.
well, we don't know what their real situation was, but I'm
Yeah.
fairly certain she didn't anticipate being pregnant at 44.
Let me ask
She
you a
could
question.
have.
Is it? I'm sorry. Y'all still talking about Superhead. Let's go. Let's talk about Superhead then.
No, we got it. We can go. We can go.
No. But here's my question. I just had a question. Do y'all think there is a certain way? Let's just say, there's a certain way you should cheat, right? If you're gonna cheat, is there like, respectable cheating? Is there a certain way you should cheat?
Everybody cheats, but
But
gotta
you
know
gotta know
how. You gotta know when. You gotta know
Oh
why.
Lord, that ain't.
First of all, I don't condone cheating. Y'all know that. I don't,
Mhm.
But if you are doing something like that, breaking up the family that you're gonna be asking for back, I think that I do think there's a such thing as respectful cheating. And when you hear it at first, it's like, what does that even mean? It means like nobody's contacting your spouse. That means the women are not calling your house. They're not, acting like they keeping your kids. You're not doing any of that, exposing children to anybody, anything like that. You're not getting beat up in the streets or anything like that by your
Who getting beat
girlfriend's
up?
man or anything like that. I'm talking about, if you were a cheating husband or something like
Oh.
that, your girlfriend, her man can't be fighting you out in these streets, beating you up or anything like that, because you're embarrassing yourself still. So just any of that outside stuff you got going on, you gotta just keep it out there. It never like comes to the home base. That's what I think. If you gotta participate in anything like that, but I say just if I don't want to, if I get to a point where I'm doing stuff like that, I'm done anyway. But that's just me when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Joy, respectable cheating. Is there such a thing?
On the surface, it is disrespectful in the act, but like at least try to hide it. Like it is disrespectful even if it's behind my back, right? Like, dang, like really, like you trying to embarrass me? Because it's inevitable somebody gonna find out, right? Even if the woman laughing at me with her homegirls, like that's disrespectful. But in terms of like these confrontational scenarios, absolutely, I do think there's a way. Like, don't be out here trying to intentionally embarrass me, please. Like, that's y'all.
I don't even think they do it intentionally, girl. I just think they're
sloppy.
messy. Just sloppy and messy with it. Like they get so caught up in whatever is going on, and it's just like
the box. In that box.
It just be so good to them. They just be hypnotized.
You know what I say about my grapes. It tastes better when you steal it, right? And I really think they really feel like that, and so they just get caught up, right? Just the adrenaline of, ooh, I'm cheating, and then whatever box is boxing that day, right? And it just gets sloppy. You just be like, you could have did this so much better, like.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have just been just a little bit more discreet. And now I gotta go, and what do you say? Every night I got to prove my love, but no,
I gotta fight every night to prove my love.
Right. But
then
TLA
we walking out
about
70% of the time. Then we walking out, right? Then we walking out, right?
That's what they say.
70% of the time.
So how many strikes does the man get?
Depending on the woman.
You gotta take that on case by case basis.
Okay. That's the case.
It depends on how good the man is too. Now he could be just messing up. Because
because messing up a lot with the same girl, because that's different. Now, if you got one here, one here, one per year for 3 years, that is different than one woman for 3 years. Like y'all,
I'd be like, you love her, be with her.
If your side girl don't go nowhere,
it's the same side girl.
Like that's a thing. Like y'all, like I think that's way worse.
It's a thing. It is a thing.
That's way worse.
I would be like, you want to be with her, but they would say they don't want her. What is the deal? Somebody explain that part. You got the same side chick.
That's the question of the hour.
The
'Cause
same
I want
side
to know
chick.
too.
She almost broke you up 3 years
You
ago.
love her. That's it. You love her because
Why
she
won't
probably
you go
buying
ahead
your
and be with
Birkin.
her?
She buying them
And
Birkins. That's what it is.
she got a secret baby.
For the merch.
Mm.
Oh,
What
at
is
the three side chick days at the Valentine's Day, 3 years. Oh yeah, she probably got a baby.
She got
She
something
He
on
probably
him.
love her.
Or she
she
did
probably got a
something that
ring
he don't
too.
want to. Or she did something to him.
Then if it's
that,
another side chick, now you cheating on your wife and your side girl.
yeah, but I'm like,
I-
how she keeping him like that though? That same side chick. Like, is she doing some unspeakable or what? I really want to know how
What's
that chick like.
unspeakable? What can we not
I
speak
don't know.
about?
It's like whatever I don't know. People got all kind of limits that you don't know about.
That's
Sim
true.
says the side chick is on contract. That's how she get to stay. The wife on contract.
They getting paid though. But if I'm on
Right.
The side
contract, that
chick-
means some type of
You
what
get
money
in
am
one
I
bad
getting?
accident and it's over for you.
Right. The
I'm
side
signing
chick on
this
contract.
DNR.
Too? Like,
Oh,
how she get a contract? Now, y'all don't want to sign the first one. Lead attorney say we dragging them down the aisle by the nostrils.
yeah,
Side
girl,
chick
like this.
gets a contract too. How does she get one? Y'all
She
tell
got
us.
she got 3 years. But TLA does go a little bit into what like respectable cheating is. I'm gonna play this last bit of this clip, and then I'm gonna drop the link because we want to hear what y'all think out there about this whole thing about when is it okay to cheat? Is it okay to cheat? What do you think about his 4 criteria there? And we'll do that. But let me play this last bit.
So they should be able to cheat every single day of the year. If these conditions are met. Don't just clip this and say, oh, Lee said men can cheat every day of the year. Because they can, but only under these conditions. And then there should be rules about the cheating. You should wear a condom. You should not throw it in the wife's face. Don't come home with smelling like perfume or lipstick on your collar. No outside babies. Oh my God. Now you're back in the same boat. Respectful cheating. It exists.
All right, y'all.
If it were up to me, this is the perfect law of the land. All right. So this is the law.
Is he
law.
still talking? He's done.
Yeah.
All right.
And let's
So what y'all
recognize we
think?
have some new people in our chat. Let's
Yes.
see who we have in here. We got Mr. Mustachio. We recognize him from TLA's
Oh,
channel. He says,
yeah.
facts, Mama Bear. Happened to me. Took 2 years to clear it, and I never got that money back. He probably talking about that child support and all else, or the court fees. So yeah, Mama Bear, she's a regular over here. She said, wish we could take steps to fix it, but it's not right. Sim Sia, also known as Sim Saya, whatever you like. Welcome. He said she possibly took advantage of that young man. He likely didn't see it coming. How'd she take advantage of him? With that box, Sim? I don't even know what you're talking about. Sim also says that forbidden fruit is something else. I see we're getting spicy on hump day, don't you? Start tonight, Sim. It's still too early for you. Still too early. Let's see. Condemned ya. He says side chick will do what the main chick won't. Y'all always saying that. What won't the main chick do? You don't even know what she won't do.
But I don't even think
y'all
they be
always
wanting
be
the
like,
main chick to
they
do like what the
don't.
side chick do sometimes.
But the main chick, they always looking at her like she's some kind of schoolgirl or some kind of angel.
Right.
Or
Like
it's like
it's a
the schoolgirls, they are the ones, but I don't want to get into that, but I'm just saying.
Don't get into it.
I'm just saying. Zeus Martinez, he says, yup. I don't know what that was about. Don, the shy guy. Pimping has been pimping. Somebody said, wait, I'm confused. Has TLA gone blue pill or is he straight pimping these chicks for content? First of all,
or are we pimping him?
who is in charge of the girls? Who's in charge of the girls?
They be trying, don't they?
Are you blue pill just because you're a girl anyway? Like, how does that work? I feel like I'm purple sometimes.
Girl, they be popping
I
so
don't
many
even. I
pills
really
out
don't like
here.
pills, even though I'm the pharmacist. But I don't. I don't take them pills.
So many pills to pop.
So many, and y'all hit the link whenever we drop it. Have we dropped the link?
Nah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's dropped.
Okay.
Yay.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. And Nina says, based on his analogy, the woman can never cheat. The TLA, he's biased. He don't want these women to enjoy themselves either, because sometimes it be women stuck in crazy situations. But we're not gonna get on that tonight. We're not doing that tonight. Okay.
Why?
Yes. Oh, well, we can go.
It's a school night. It's a school night. You're right.
And this could go late into after dark into the night. Y'all know. And don't let Sim come up here. Sim and Mama Bear always giving us a history lesson. This one is brought to you by. Yes. So the common sense expert, he says most men say they want their family back when the woman is the breadwinner. They don't want another man to live the good life they were once living. I have not heard yet. I have not read yet that these men want their family back because they want their wife. They do not want their wife.
No.
They don't want to pay child support. They don't. They want to be having their girlfriends on contract as well, putting them on the same level with the wife. What else? What was the other thing on there? They want to do all of that, but they do not. I repeat, they do not want these wives that they married. I'm so sad about that.
It's
that
so
makes
bad.
me sad. Why y'all don't want the wives? Some of them, all of them not
they
bad.
too modern. They too damn modern. They bossy.
Okay. What is a modern woman?
They too modern. They bossy. They think they rule it. They won't let the man be in his leadership role. They want to be the leaders. You know what I mean? No,
they don't listen.
They want them kids. They want the kids though. They want the kids. Do
they want the kids? They want the kids.
Do they want the kids?
They want the kids. But Lee said they want the kids because they want their money. He said the man promised the woman one child. He gave her one. Here she go. 2 years later, they got 2.5 kids. I don't know what a half child is, but he like, we want them kids. Women want them kids because they want to count them, add their money up. So does anybody? So does the man really want his family back? Or he just want to make sure he ain't shelling out them dollars to that woman he done with. He been done with her.
You know what I think? I think they always want to protect that bottom line. That's just me.
Yes.
They want to protect that bottom line. It's the coin. It's the coin. It's the coin. They don't want to get, drugged through the ringer when it comes to alimony. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, unless you got an attorney like that, man. I mean, alimony, child support. What they say, she got to be on crack or what is it?
Meth, crystal meth. Or her teeth got to be riding out.
For a man in order to get, that's what they say.
And why y'all here, guys, please like this stream and subscribe to our channel. We try to be fair over here for the most part.
Yeah, well balanced.
But we try to keep it balanced. We're reasonable. We're reasonable, agreeable. Agreeable with all of those things, guys. So y'all hit the like button for us, subscribe to our channel. We've been coming to y'all consistently so far for the past 2 or 3 weeks on Wednesday nights and nights. Today's Wednesday. Wednesdays are a little bit, we keep it above, board. We keep it kosher on Wednesdays, but on Saturdays, it's a little spicy in here. It's after dark.
We gotta kick it up a notch.
We gotta kick it up. It gotta be a little spicy. Clutch Last says, what's the link to? The link is to come up and give us your opinion on what we are talking about tonight. I really want to know, is there we can't think of any situation where women are allowed to cheat? Or y'all just like, women are winning in the court systems. Women are winning if they get married. They don't get to cheat. Y'all let us know.
Yeah, that's the question.
Somebody let us know.
Is there any situation where a woman can cheat? Because clearly TLA maps out the situation where men can cheat, right? Can we flip that and say if the same thing applies to a woman, she can cheat as well? Or it's a no? I really don't think men can handle a woman like cheating on them. I think they take that. I mean, it's like a dagger to them. What y'all think?
Yeah,
It's true.
they can't deal with it.
Like it's no coming back.
That's why
And you know how we say, well, we'll say something like, cheating wouldn't be the only thing, right? For you to leave, right? You would have to just be a complete and total, like the relationship would just have to be bad. And then you pile on cheating, and then, women will leave. But I think for men, like, you could be going 100%, everything can be so good, but the moment he finds out you cheated, it's a wrap. Like, it is no straw that breaks the camel back. It's the one straw. It's the only straw. He's like a rat. That's why I want to know, why is that the case?
Why? But you know what though? I'm gonna tell you a little secret. Some of these men be staying. Some of them stay. I know. Some of these men have been cheated on, and they stay.
They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about that.
I'm sorry, y'all.
They call
but
them.
Yeah, I follow a lady on Instagram. She's her entire page is about religion for the most part, and that's literally what she's built 100,000 followers off of, is talking about how God restored their marriage after she cheated. Like,
ooh, Lord.
I mean, she be having him out there tap dancing and everything. Like,
really
on him, and he fine too. And he just be there like, "Hi guys, yeah, she cheated on me."
Dang, she probably got them,
but they call them beta. Those are beta men, right?
Well, well, like I said, the whole thing is that prayer and God has restored their marriage, and he just, I personally was a little surprised. I thought it was fine, like seeing her by herself talk about it, but I was pleasantly surprised, I guess, to see him there, to say, "Hi, yeah, it's me. I'm the one." Like, oh, okay,
yes.
But so crazy. Yeah, men do stay.
Y'all we got some people in the back. Let's see who we got. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pull up the common sense expert.
Hey,
welcome.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you have something happening back there.
Mr. Officer.
2219. It don't nothing happen until I come on.
Good. Do they need you?
Let me mute him.
I'm good. I'm good now.
Break it 10-4.
Yeah, don't nothing happen until I come up. Now they start to call, but I ain't gonna be on long because who never knows when something might happen. But oh yeah, once a woman cheats, it's over with. We can't handle that. I'm not gonna even front.
I hear that.
Because it's like a man then violated your castle.
But it's been other men in the castle before that.
It's different. It's different.
There could have been many guests in the castle.
It's possible, but I don't know nothing about that. That's before me. Once I touch it, if anybody else touch it behind me, it's over with.
So it's a lot of keywords.
Say again.
You don't care about the previous body count? As long as nobody coming after you or during you.
Yeah, I mean, we all been out here and did our thing. Come on, let's be real about it. We all adults, so it happens.
Okay.
So
now, why is it okay? So you say, can't nobody come after you, right?
Right.
So why is it? Do you think it's okay for a woman to say, can't nobody come after me either?
To be honest, yeah, that's fine. Because I'm older now, I'm more mature. See, when I'm in my 20s, that didn't matter. But now you're older, you see things different. You go out and cheating, and you think it's fun until to a side chick pop up pregnant. Now you got an 18-year problem on your hand.
Right.
Yeah. So you got to think about all these things. Right. If you don't want to pay bills in multiple households, you don't want that kind of pressure in your life.
There's a lot of men back in the day that was paying for 2 households. How you feel about that?
I don't know how they was doing it. I got enough problems in my own. I got no problems in my own household. I don't want to be paying for another household, especially one that I can't control. So I got money coming out of my household to go into another household, and then I can't control what's going on over there. Oh no, that ain't gonna work. So it's better to just stay at home.
Well, we all know that black men don't cheat. Okay, like everybody knows that.
Yes,
Everybody knows. Okay, ladies, we know that that is a fact. Black men do not cheat.
we
Okay,
sure don't.
and since we know that, let's just hypothetically, if any man that's not black, of course, were to cheat, my question to you is, which one is worse? Is it the man that has had 3 different women in 3 years, or one woman in 3 years?
For 3 years, not in 3 years, right?
Oh yeah, for 3 years.
For the whole 3 years.
Hold on, repeat that one. Say that one more time. Let me get
Which
some
is
clarity.
worse? Which scenario is worse? The fact that, because my initial question was, well, how many strikes, right? And we're like, I don't know. So then I said, okay, well, I think, and I gave my opinion. So I want to know, do you think that it's worse for a man to have cheated different women, 1 per year? So you got 3 women over the course of 3 years, or with 1 woman over the course, like for the entire duration of 3 years?
Well, cheating is cheating. It doesn't really matter how many people, but it gets worse for the more people you allow into your circle. Because now that's additional problems you could have. Because they say number 2 always want to be number 1. So one of them 3 gonna come in, gonna knock on the door. They're gonna cause all them problems. Who need that kind of stuff?
So you don't think that it's worse for a man to be involved with 1 woman consistently outside of his wife?
That's even more dangerous, because now if you're dealing with that one, she's getting more attached. And if you're dealing with her long enough, you're gonna take off that protection.
Ooh, how long? Okay,
So which one? Pick one. You want to have 3 or 4 women over a certain amount of time, or do you want to have one main side chick? She's the main. Okay. You got a main chick or a wife, and then you got a main side chick. Or do you I just dealt with her one time, met this chick one night stand, a couple one night stands, or you got a consistent, like a girlfriend, like this chick is a sister wife at this point. She been around.
If y'all making me pick, I'll go with the 3, because there's really no connection for the woman, so I can just knock her off and be on her way. But if you got that one woman staying around, eventually you're gonna get comfortable and things gonna go left.
Okay. Now, why is the man staying with the one girl for 3 years? Like, is his home life just so terrible, or is he in love with this woman?
Well, to be honest with you, sometimes if you get a good side chick, she'll keep your marriage together.
What?
Yeah, a good side chick will keep your marriage together. She that release that you can pretty much tell her everything that you can't talk to your wife, and sometimes they'll give you good advice, so they'll help your marriage down. Keep this between us. Don't tell nobody.
We won't tell us though, because we're not talking about black men. We're not talking about black.
Why wouldn't they tell the wife the problems that they got going on with the wife?
Because sometimes wives are hard-headed. They don't listen.
Because y'all got to pay bills together, 51 and 49%.
It ain't even about
They're not listening because he ain't paying that 51%.
Yeah, regardless of the bills being paid, y'all just don't listen. Oh, and then some see like NAllen said, no, she don't. See that breadwinner. That's why you got to cash you out to get you under control.
Breadwinner, you ain't cashing me out.
Oh yeah, we cashing you out.
You try to cash out. I'm not getting cashed out.
Oh yeah, we gonna cash you out.
And I need.
Yeah.
So.
I need.
Yeah, I need that. I need that spousal support. I need that. Got to cash you out to keep you in line. That's the only thing we'll be able to do. See, you weaponize that money.
What?
How is she weaponizing the money?
You be talking crazy. Yeah, y'all women, when y'all start making that bread, y'all start talking crazy, and y'all just go off the rails.
See, I told y'all we should have did that other topic. So they could understand.
What they really want. They don't
What
know
they
what they
really
want.
want.
We know what they want.
That's why. See, that's
We
why the
know
men
what
say
they
they.
want.
That's why the men say I want my family back. It's not so much they want their family back. You know, you're the breadwinner. You done set up that cush lifestyle for them. They don't want to go back to living on their mama couch.
Don't nobody want these women. Well, they don't want the
Mm-mm.
wives. They want their side chicks because they good listeners. They want their, boxes here and there. They want the kids
Right.
because they don't want money going out their pocket. And no,
Mm-mm.
under any circumstance, do you want the woman that's your main chick or your wife? You do not want her.
Mm-mm. I just want that. They want that cush lifestyle.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so sad.
It's the bottom line.
They don't want the women.
Common
They want that
sense.
cush lifestyle. You know, once you like
Why you don't
Joy
want this
said,
woman?
like Joy said, she got a lifestyle. She accustomed to a lifestyle. Men get accustomed to a lifestyle too.
Oh, okay.
Ain't that right, Joy?
Cashing the women out.
I don't know. Y'all
Modern
can figure
women-
it out. Y'all just need a
Modern women
beanbag.
beware.
When I'm talking about
Look.
lifestyle, I'm talking about I like having furniture.
Beanbag.
Modern women
Oh, yeah.
beware of these
I don't
new
do
men.
One
That's
fork,
right. They're trying to trap us.
one spoon,
Yes.
Cashing you out.
one bowl.
Beware, modern women. They talking all this trash out here, but these modern men,
We got to switch
they
it up.
trying to cash us out. They trying to cash you out, modern women. Y'all be
They
careful.
trying to trap
Yep.
us. They trying to trap us. They trying to put babies in us. They want us for all. You went
They want to
Mhm.
lay up in your
you
house.
didn't. You a career woman and you done got all that. You done spent. You done not spend, but you done made all that money. You making over 6 figures. They trying to put a baby in you. They trying to
Right.
They trying to
I
cash
feel
you out.
you.
Yep.
Huh?
Trying.
They trying to
Hey,
keep
we switching it up. They
See
say
how
them
they
women
do
back in the days they hold on to you so you can put a baby in them. So now we gonna switch it up. We gonna hold on to you and put a baby in you. Then we got to lay up. That's how we do it.
See how they
Then
do
you
it.
stuck. That's how you
Oh,
stuck.
that's the new wave.
I'm giving y'all the game, so don't say y'all didn't know when y'all get caught up.
Oh no, I believe it.
We
I
already-
totally believe it. I believe that there are plenty of men out here who are looking for the come up.
What's wrong? What's wrong with the come up though?
I mean, come up off of a woman. Like we trying to trap her, we trying to, you trap her by doing your thing, you get her pregnant and all that other stuff.
But don't that happen on both sides?
I don't know. I ain't never lived that life.
Well, you must have been a big baller all your life, so you don't know nothing about this regular folk stuff.
No, I got it out the
Mhm.
mud. Baby. Is that what y'all say down there? I got it out the mud, baby.
Hmm. Yeah.
You got it
Okay.
out the
I see you. I see you working on that accent. Yeah, but you got it too.
You heard it because I went to
Yeah.
New Orleans this last summer. I was at Essence Fasting out. I was trying to pick it up.
Okay. So we gonna have to put Ty on the map now. It's time for you to get cashed out too. We got to put you on the scene. Oh yeah.
No, it's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Oh yeah. We gonna cash you out.
Common Sense for coming up. Thank you. I appreciate you. Please, whoever is out there, if you're a $911, and it might be a little busy right now, it's because Common Sense up here, he giving us his good opinion.
He said, buy that man a Birkin.
Yeah.
You want a Birkin, Common Sense?
No. I told y'all, you see a man with a Birkin bag that look better than yours, you better run. And especially if he holding it like, I don't need none of that. Get me a Under Armour bag or something like that.
Oh, I hear that. See? You ain't trying to trap him.
No, you not.
I don't need that stuff.
We appreciate you. Y'all need to go check out his page too. Go check out his YouTube channel, The Common Sense Expert. Great content over there. So definitely go and check him out. And thank you for coming up, Common Sense.
All right, thank you. I'm looking for that cash out. Bye.
All right. Who else we got back there?
Any mods in here?
No. What's his name's not here? I was about to say David. You know what I'm talking about.
We need to get rid of we got a little spam here. We have another guest in the back.
Yeah, I thought Go ahead, NAllen, you bring up.
All right, we got Mama Bear. Mama's is our next guest. You're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Welcome, Mama Bear. our unofficial co-host to the My Unsolicited Opinion podcast. And guys, we have 28 people here. Look like y'all, we almost got 100% engagement. Doug, that's who we're looking for. Doug in PA. Where are you? We should let you know about our stream tonight. Y'all like it up and subscribe to our channel, guys. Mama Bear
Hi,
Moments,
ladies.
what you
Can
want
you
to
hear
tell
me?
us? What you got for us tonight?
Hey, Mama Bear.
Hey, did you want me to cam up?
Sure.
Yeah,
You know,
let
we
me
love
switch my
Cam
cam
up
up.
now. Yes.
So just to keep
Mama
the
Bear
integrity of
Moments.
your stream here, following the rules.
Thank you.
Hey, now.
Thank you.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. Hey, how are you? And I'm always
Good.
a co-host when I have to level set someone.
Okay, come on now. Who we level
They're
setting?
picking
DLA?
Oh, no one today because everyone's
Oh.
on their best behavior, right? But
Thank you. We need to make Mama Bear mod. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm on it.
so like my general rule, at least when it comes to my marriage, is I told my husband, like, you can window shop, but don't buy anything, right?
Mhm.
That's because I understand. I don't know if you saw my comment in the chat, but it was there's a lot of single women that love married men. And I don't know if it's because they want to become the next woman or they just like the feeling of having a married man's attention. But it's almost like a magnet for men to get more
Yes.
women and to get more access. And I think I'm realistic, right? I know that my body is different and um, I'm tired because I work and I'm a mom and stuff. And we're not always together when we're out. So I just told him, like, if you're going to like flirt or entertain stuff like that, just make sure that I'm not present and make sure our child isn't present. That's essentially my rule of thumb for it. I don't know if
So
it's
you
like
okay?
controversial or not, but
You okay with him looking?
yeah, I mean, it. He said that he wouldn't, but I feel like a male brain and a female brain, they're very different. Like, I feel like if a woman were to flirt with a man, there's like an element of danger, right? Because there are dangerous men out there, right? There are dangerous women out there as well, but it's a different kind of relationship. Like, most men don't fear a woman breaking into their home and stuff. There are women that do that, but it's not as common as if a man were to do that if he's pursuing a woman. And I think that's why it's different. Because if I were to flirt with just any random men and then a man wants more attention, then it becomes a problem for my husband, if that makes sense. And even with the law, like with women cheating, there's something called an assumption of paternity, right? So if a woman is married to a man, but she cheats and gets pregnant and they separate, the man is still legally responsible for a child that's not his, regardless of whether or not there's a DNA test present for it.
What state
And
are
it's
you
just,
in?
I live in Texas.
Okay.
So I remember distinctly, like when I gave birth to my daughter and we were filling out the forms after the delivery, there was like 2 pages that we didn't have to fill out because I was married. And it was just all about family history and stuff due to the assumption of paternity law. And I know that Texas is not the only state that has this rule of thumb, but I think that's why TLA said women are not allowed to cheat, because if the law was truly fair, then it wouldn't matter, right? A man could cheat, a woman can cheat, and then things would be 50-50. But it's not that way. It's just not structured that way.
I
That's
know
that's
in
my
Georgia you gotta legitimize your kids, don't you? I don't know any other states that are like that.
Okay.
I believe in Georgia, you have to have I say I believe as if I didn't, give birth in Georgia, but you do have to fill out a separate form to legitimize your child. But you brought that up, Joy, and that's because that I think and that legitimizing a child actually came from like way back in the olden days. And I'm not talking about the 1900s. I'm talking like prior to that, where most times back in the day, when a husband and wife or whatever, the man would actually keep the kids, right? And if they had like side kids or whatever, right, they would have to acknowledge those children as their kids in order for those kids to get whatever money or whatever if they die. What do we call it? Can't even remember. Whatever it is. I'm talking way back in the day, right? So a man would have, so of course you guys watch like Game of Thrones, right? And I'm not
yes
talking like Game of Thrones, but if your last name was Snow, that means you were like a bastard child, like you were like an illegitimate child outside of the wedding, right? So the same concept, right? Where a man would have to say that is my child, legitimize that child in order for that child to get his inheritance. That's the word I was looking for. Whatever type of inheritance there was, right? And so a lot of these laws are very like antiquated, and they have come into fruition. But a lot of these laws were made for like men, for what I guess we would call like high value men of yesteryear.
Made by men too. Don't forget that part.
Of course,
because we just got the vote like 6 days ago.
We just got here. We just got the stuff rich, baby. But yes, to legitimize. And so a lot of times when I say a lot of times, it didn't happen often, but when it did happen, the children would automatically be given to the man because he has the provisions, he has the whatever it was. And so that kind of got walked back, or I'm saying walk back, but it's kind of evolved since then. And so now we're all under the impression that, women get, when it comes to child custody or whatever. But a lot of the laws that, women are using are stemming from some laws that were made for men to protect men and protect their bottom line. So she can have a side baby and it could look just like me. But if I didn't say he's mine, he ain't getting no money, or she ain't getting no money. I have to tell you. You understand what I'm saying? So, but I'm not a lawyer, and we don't have to get into the history lesson of it. And I'm not about to sit here and try to, make people understand, like fully understand, and go deeper when it comes to some of these laws. Y'all can do that on your own time. Not on National Side Chick Day. I will not be doing that.
Isn't that weird that there's a day for it? National
Google it. I was
crazy.
Surprised when I Googled that today is like National Side Chick.
Oh, it really is. I was joking.
Oh, I'm for real.
No, it's a
I'm
joking, real day, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So guys, just so you know, at a lot of your local pharmacy, the Valentine's Day candy it's just at 50% off right now. They'll probably drop it down. Today's Wednesday. They sometimes they be acting funny. So by Friday it'll be at about 75%. And then they already start moving in. What's the next holiday? Of course, St. Patrick's Day already been out. Easter is saying, they already put that stuff out there. So by Saturday, it's gonna be about 90% off. You can go get those big boxes of those Russell's chocolates and the turtles and bears and all that. It's gonna be like 90% off. You can stock up for your side chicks, give it to them for, summer, whatever random holiday. Be like, here, baby, just because you bought this big giant bear for 10 cents at your local pharmacy.
Listen, just so side chicks will be appreciative.
Yes. Awesome. And I always say thank you, like guys, as a side chick or a main chick, just don't be ungrateful. It's just rude anyway. Because, I've been hearing a lot of, that modern talk about these modern women. They be rude. They are rude, if that's the case. I'm from the South, so we say thank you and please and, all that kind of stuff anyway. So there's your pharmacy moment.
I love it.
Oh, and Allen, if I can add on to a point that you discussed earlier, there's a psychological phenomenon called the Madonna-Whore complex. And it's this complex that a lot of heterosexual men get, where if there's a woman like in their life, like a wife or a girlfriend, someone that they value, and they're physically active with them, and they engage in like extracurricular activities with them, sometimes these men struggle asking for what they want, because they don't want to degrade the woman that they perceive to be like the angel of the house. So what they do is they compartmentalize what they want with one woman, their wife or girlfriend, and then they get other stuff from the quote unquote side chick, which is why I think a lot of men, they're like, oh, well, yeah, I was physical with her, but I don't love her. And then us, it's like, it's very difficult to
They don't want to. Yeah, they don't want to dirty. They don't want to dirty you up. So you're the wife or the main chick. They don't want to dirty you up. They want to go.
I think it
throw all that
boils
stuff
down
on
to
the
like
other one.
being honest and like creating like a safe space. Like if being vulnerable here, right? Like my husband and I, we waited till marriage to do that stuff, right? But when you are each other's first, you're starting from ground zero. Like you don't have any experience and you're learning. So it's like it's very you're getting over a lot of hurdles and like their personal physical trauma and like shame, because there's a lot of shame around it too. So there's like a lot of reading books and speaking with therapists and unlearning stuff, because in Texas they don't teach you anything about it. It's like it's only STDs, and like if you touch each other you'll die. Like that's it. That's all they tell you. Yeah,
the parents
get pregnant, die.
Pregnant out of wedlock.
Exactly. So that's why it's very difficult, because me, I'm with him, I'm like, we already married. Like you can bend me like a pretzel if you want to. Like we're already here. Like you just have to let me know first, like cultivating that safe environment so we can actively go forth and do those fun, safe things. But I feel like a lot of men, they just can't get over that hurdle because they don't have that safe space, which is why they venture out and there's a side chick day.
So I don't know if I think this was a movie or something that I saw where it was a man and wife, and the wife was either reading some books or some magazines or something, right? So she wasn't necessarily as experienced, right? Let's just say she was a virgin when they married, so she didn't have a lot of experience. So she started like reading books, magazines, maybe taking in some advice from her friends or whatever. So when she would go back to the bedroom, this is Wednesday, isn't it? Oh well, she would take the whatever she learned in these books and magazines or from her friends back to her husband and try to like implement them to like please him. And he would be so disgusted, where I cannot remember the name of this movie, but he used to be so disgusted, like, no, you can't gargle my, whatever, right? Like
that's why you have to talk about that stuff first. Don't just be bringing new stuff in and like
right. And she's like, oh my God, like it wasn't like she was going out and like being like, I don't know, whatever, floozy,
intimate
whatever
with other people.
She was like reading books because she thought it would like please him, like give him something more in that space. And he was like, oh, like he just thought she was the dirtiest person in the world, because she would come back and be trying to like do little things or whatever.
Like you're a wife, you're not supposed to do that. Like that's crazy.
Right. Like, I thought I gotta figure out the name of that movie. Once I find the name of that movie, I want y'all to see it, because it was crazy. And she was just like, but like after that, she ended up cheating, because she was just like, she's just sad. Like, I'm trying, and he just wants me to be like this little, prim, proper doll, untouched, unscathed. You know what I mean?
Then women be having needs too.
Well, I got a question though. I thought it was this tall hurdle to be able to meet the man's desires and all of the things that he required. Should the woman that he's chosen not check all the boxes? Like, or are they going in saying, I'm okay, you don't check, you check 9 out of 10, and this one I'll figure out where else to go get it.
I think
They
it
check
boils
10 out
down
of
to like the
10.
80-20 rule, right?
Huh? You said the
Like,
80-20
Oh,
rule?
like you'll never find someone that meets 100% of your criteria. So typically you'll meet someone that fits at least 80%, right? But when a lot of people, they're in relationships where that, hey, if they have that 80%, they're yearning for the 20%. So they cheat and then they end up with that person, but then that person only gives them 20%. So they're yearning for the 80% that they used
and
to
they want their
have
family
because
back.
exactly,
Mhm,
exactly. See,
mhm.
that's why it's crazy. Oh goodness. But I'll go back in the chat. It was nice to
No
speak with you
problem.
guys.
Thanks, Mama Bear. But to your point though, Joy, I guess that's one compartment, right? As far as like, is she everything like in the sex department, right?
But he
Are
don't
there
want to
some
touch her
lines?
because she's pure.
Well,
He
the
cheats
reason
on the
why
pedestal.
yeah, but the reason why I say is because and a full disclosure, y'all know I'm new to this. I don't be talking about this stuff in my real life. I'm the clips and things that I've seen men on different platforms consistently talk about all or nothing, all it they're alluding to, maybe not explicitly saying all or nothing. I saw some man talking about he take a lady on 10 free dates, and by such and such date, he like she out of there. He knows she not gonna make it through because this, and so in my interpretation, if this woman is going through, being hazed, for lack of a better word, until she gets to this 10th date, and then I guess I don't even know what happens after that. Then maybe he take her to McDonald's and spend money on her. I don't know. But he was saying that he take them on volunteer dates and all of these things. Would the person that makes it through all of these gauntlets not check all the boxes?
Hit the
They
link,
should.
Sim.
You said what?
Sim need to hit the link because he always taking women on these hiking dates.
You know, I when
Tell us.
I think the dilemma is like, yeah, she may meet all of this list of his desires, but I think there's things on that list. I think there are things that aren't on that list, right? When it comes to like desires, especially when you're talking about like sexual desires, right? Because you picture your wife, and some women picture their husband to be this way, this one way, right? But like they'll picture their wife as being this one way, and this is what a wife should be, but then they forget about, or they may forget about, like, you know what though, but I like a little, a little lap dance, I like a little twerk, and I like a little, what I'm saying, little bust it wide open and I tell her bring it back, you know what I mean? But they don't necessarily associate that behavior with wifely behavior, even after the marriage, even after the ring, even after you walk down the aisle, right? It's like, no, my wife is this, and this. And that may be true for some men, and that's okay. I mean, that's fine. I mean, it's kind of repressive, but like it's fine for them, I guess. But I would think if I, to be married, that person that I'm married to is someone who I want to be able to explore and to do anything with, like, at least try it, at least bring it up. I want to be comfortable enough to bring up whatever my desires are in a conversation. And he can very well say, yeah, no, I'm not with that. Like, you're not doing that to me. And I'll be like, okay, babe. Right. And that's fine. Right.
He wants somebody else to do it. But he wants somebody else to do it to him.
But I mean, I guess, right? But I want to be comfortable enough, like, you know what I mean? It's a way that you have these conversations and you communicate. I want to be comfortable enough to bring that up. And I want him to be comfortable enough to bring that up because, you know what I mean? I might be down with it. I might be down with whatever it is. or I might not. And it's a certain way you let people down. You let them know, like, that's not my thing, right? Speaking of the movie I was talking about, now I'm thinking about the other movie, that Tyler Perry movie with Lance Gross
Journey
and
Smollett.
yes,
Journey Smollett,
and how she that's very similar to the other movie. How she was like, trying to implement new things with her, newlywed husband, and he was like very much so like,
he was a pharmacist too.
Yeah, he was a pharmacist. He sure was. He was giving her them pills at the end too. He was dispensing them pills to her at the very end. But what I'm saying was like, the characters. She was like, she would go to work, and of course she got influenced by whatever was going on at work, and she would try to bring it home, and he was trying to pretty much know, like, nope, it is missionary. We're gonna do it like this. This is the way I know how to do it. This is how. And she grew tired of it, right? So it's got to be some, it's got to be some back and forth there, right? It's got to be some compromise if you're trying to keep them, right? If not, then somebody gonna be on side piece day, whether it's the side, what you call them, the
side dude,
the man B, or the
the man B.
It's got to be some give and take there, right?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I definitely believe in the 80-20. Absolutely. Like, I don't think anybody ever gets 100%. I was just kind of playing devil's advocate. Like, both statements can't possibly be true at the same time.
Right. But I do think that about that. What she said, the Madonna, whatever that complex is.
Yeah.
That definitely happens. Like, men will have a girlfriend or a wife or whoever this woman is. She's up on a pedestal. She's so high up on a pedestal that he won't even touch her.
He won't touch her.
He won't have. Yeah, he's like, no, she's over here in a completely. She's not even in the same world as the rest of y'all. And it's like, okay, well, so she just like, that's where she stays, sitting up on a pedestal, collecting dust, being nagging and whatever else they're gonna say. But anyway, Doug. MPA, he has arrived. He said, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get these ladies to 1,000 subs. Yes, he said he was late tonight because he had family business, and y'all understand family business is family business.
That's right.
He miss? Are the ladies cooking away? The ladies, we've been cooking a little bit. We went over the lead attorney, his reasons, his 4 reasons.
Yes.
The 4 things that allow a man to cheat in a marriage. Women cannot cheat under the circumstance because he's men-centric, so he don't want the women having no fun. But
yes. The law says women can't cheat. Women are forbidden to cheat. Men are forbidden to cheat. But if these 4 things happen, which is it has to be a marriage. What was the second thing? It's so late.
The men
you got to be paying 51%. You got to be paying majority of the bills.
Majority of the bills, and he said, of course, he's a lawyer, right? So majority is 51%, right? But I think some of the women said, in order for me to even look that direction, you'd be looking at, Joy said 80%. My Sexy is Strong says 95%. NAllen says 99.5 won't do.
Right. Then he said you got to be willing. What do you got to be willing and able?
She has to be
able but not willing.
Capable and not willing to have sex with their husband, and that and they have to have at least one child together. Because if they don't got a child, then you might as well go ahead and divorce her. Like, go be free.
Just break up. Because that's all it is. I feel like when you get married, when you don't have kids, you just break up. That's kind of like a regular breakup.
It's just a regular breakup.
Zola, who is it? Zola? Y'all know. I can't.
Zolando Save page said today is their birthday.
Happy birthday. I'm gonna pull him up now. I know, somebody might not like it. He just said hello, everyone, and good night. Hello, Jalen, and good night.
Good night, Jalen.
Right. I'm all about experiencing new things, but let's discuss it first. Don't be trying on new stuff on me without my permission.
Okay, condemn you. He might be trying to do the credit card swipe on you. You be like, hell no.
Hold up. Wait.
You fine.
I wasn't ready. Wait. Okay. Don't you permission, consent, all of those things have to be in play for men and women. Women
It
be
might
out
be
here
some women out
trying
here
out.
getting knocked out playing too much.
Like, girl, not in a good way, girl. I told Mr.
Don't play it.
Mustachio building the
Some of these men
foundation
you
of it.
cannot play with.
A lot of these men you can't play with. They like
A whole lot of these
play
men you
with you.
cannot play with.
Yes. Mr. Mustachio says building a foundation of respectful communication and spoken expectation is a thing more folks need to learn. You are absolutely correct about that.
Indeed. That's why I'm saying it should be open. You should be able to have with your spouse or with whomever you with. It should be. It's not like that all the time. And even in those relationships where we think it's a lot of communication going on, they may have their times where, listen, I don't want to talk. I ain't talking to his ass today. Or nah, she can go ahead and kick rocks today, right? And it may happen, but then they, work themselves up out of it. So it's ebbs and flows. But you should be able to have some conversations with your spouse, especially when it comes to what you want and what you desire and what's going to please you.
Actually, Leanne says, are they settling when they get with the woman? Because the common sense experts say they don't want the women that they got. They trying to cash them out. That's the only reason they want their family back. Are they settling? They kind of not settling because they still getting what they want. They don't want the women. The women are suffering. But they cash them out. Yes. Ashley also says your spouse is supposed to check all of your boxes. Yeah, you got to be reasonable too, to a certain extent. Mama Bear says, if you are fortunate enough to find someone to check all of your boxes, that is wonderful. But most people won't. You can choose to settle or keep looking. And it's like, is it an ongoing journey? And y'all don't ever forget that I also say that people change. And they let you down.
They do.
The common sense expert says 10 free dates, hell no. After the third day, it's time to. That's for the man. This man said that taking women on 10 dates.
I told y'all we should do that.
The man was wasting the woman's time.
Now, when he said free, he means he's not spending any money.
Yeah. He's not spending any money. That's
And a woman has to go out with this man 10 times. Volunteering here, picking up trash over there, babysitting here. I don't know what 10 things I could be doing.
He did not say, but he said he keep it documented, and they'll never get past day 3
because they tired of going on free days. They want to eat. They don't want to spend their lace funds out. I told y'all the lace funds be expensive. Okay,
I want to dive into it, but I'm gonna hold off on it. But it just didn't make any sense to me because why? You're gonna take
free
this woman to make sure that she's there for him and not for his money. That was that's
when
the
I said that I would go to McDonald's, I can't get to know nobody, so whatever.
Yes,
they just you gave the McDonald's a chance, 99-cent burger. This man say, I'm not feeding you Nathan.
You're gonna come over here.
We're gonna go out here and we're gonna go for a walk. I'm not buying you a coffee. We're gonna breathe this air. I'm not buying you food. I'm not driving my car anywhere. You're gonna have to meet me somewhere we can walk. Free dates, 10 free dates. Do y'all think that's fair? And it's like, I'm trying to see that you're here for the right reason. I keep talking about these tests. They test us every week.
Every week we gotta take.
Are you hiking?
My thing with that was this, right? Okay, I get what you're trying to do. I understand you saying like if she can go on 10 free dates with me, then she's not here for my money. Okay, but what if this woman is like, you know what, like let's go out to eat and I will pay. Right? I mean, what happens then, right? Because it's only so many walks in the park. I mean, I don't know what he's considering dates other than what he said, like the community service or whatever. I don't know what the other nine
imagine
are.
If you met a dude and he was like, "Hey, let's go down here to this Habitat for Humanity. Make sure you wear some bags." So,
you got your tetanus shots.
Right.
I'm not opposed to like
by the
different types of
pharmacy
dates.
real quick. What?
I am not opposed to different types of dates. I think I even suggested like during COVID, like the thick of COVID, that first summer when it was like protests, especially here, like in the DMV, there was a lot of protests going on, right? And I think I had made a suggestion like meet me at the protest, right? And then
10
we'll
of them,
pivot
though?
from there.
10
Say
of
what?
them?
Yeah, I'm not
10
gonna do
dates?
10 protests. I'm not doing. And I'm not saying it in a way like I'm not doing it because they're free dates. I'm just like some of the stuff I may not want to do. Like I think he said his community service date was to see if she's in the community service. Well, baby, I already do community service outside of whatever it is that you deem, is community service. So you can already tell like I do. Like they're all tests to see what this woman is about. And I don't necessarily feel like you need to do these tests if you just know who, like get to know her. Right. So if you want to know if I'm out here in the community, if I'm trying to uplift the community, then you would know. You'd be like, oh, she's this. And I saw her, giving away free blankets to the homeless, or whatever. So do I need to go on your community service date for you to understand that I do community service? Probably not. Right. Especially if it's, so I don't know. It was whole lot of other stuff that was problematic for me in that video, but y'all want to talk about side chicks and cheating tonight? No, I'm playing. No, I'm playing.
Mr. Mustachio says settling isn't bad. Getting the majority of what you are looking for without getting any big deal breakers is a win. Don't act like not getting perfection is bad. And that's really all you can ask for. That's kind of like what Joyce said with the 80-20 rule. If you get 80%, like don't be ridiculous. Like where the 28 and don't be silly. Like you're gonna cash out your 20, your 80 for 20. Just to be back on the same, hamster wheel again, because you're gonna be back out here. 20%, clearly that's not nearly enough. If 80% didn't fill you up, greedy person, greedy man, woman, whoever, then already you're gonna be back out here with the 20. Ashley says that's why people venture out because they settle. If they 80%, I wouldn't say 80% is settling. If you like 40, 50, like if you on that end, it's like no, they ain't even checking half the boxes, then I would consider that a settle if you still gave the person a chance. What do y'all think?
If you settling on intimacy and sex, then you might venture out. But if you settling on whether or not she cooks, you might not be like, oh, you might just be like, okay, we got the Uber Eats, we got the door, I cook. That might be something you settle on. I guess it depends. What I'm saying is it depends on what you're settling on. I guess like what's important to you, like what's important to your relationship is, you know what I mean? Is her cooking and cleaning and whatever, is that something that's important to you? So if she says she doesn't do that, are you willing to be like, okay, I'll just hire the maid or do it yourself? Or or is him like saying like he's very like square when it comes to he doesn't want to do too much? Is that enough for her to be like, okay, I'll settle down and just take this missionary every day, every single day, because that's all.
Can't go 30 days. Can't go through 30 days without it. Sim says, My Unsolicited Opinion podcast, I like to see my ladies sweating out here in nature. Yes, you do. And eating those nuts. I mean, peanuts. I mean, pecans and whatever else. That's all he likes. Sim. That's all. Yeah, he wants to take his ladies on 5-mile hikes, guys. That's a
who said it? If she's not into hiking, it's a wrap, like for her.
It's a deal breaker for him.
It's a deal breaker.
So don't even come at him with your lace fronts because they're guaranteed to get sweated out. You need to just wear your natural, and he'll meet you at the park. One says, "Well,
you want them sweated out either.
You're gonna be walking with Sim. You better go invest in some little boots, some little hiking boots, and the whole gear. I will have a whole outfit. Like I go get me like a park outfit, some little khaki shorts and stuff.
Yeah,
and I would have some South socks on with my little boots.
A little hat too, girl.
I had a whole deal on, and I'd be like spraying out mosquito repellent. Oh, it's so hot out here. Oh Lord. One says, well, women got the same expectations of a man and both be feeling entitled to the, it goes both ways. That's what we've been saying. It goes both ways. Everybody feel like, they should be getting more than what they're getting. Mr. Mustachio says, nah, people who venture out because their spouse isn't perfect are just bad people. You picked them.
You picked them. That's right.
Yep.
The man, picked the woman that you're cheating on. Like, that is like wild to me. That's what I
just asked. I say, so y'all do not like the women that y'all pick. Y'all don't want them. Common sense expert said no. He said, no, we don't. He said, no, we don't want them. Like the one you married, the one you made your main chick. He said, no, we don't want them. We only want our family back because we want to make sure we keep that money. We want to make sure, them beds and stuff we buying and all this furniture in these houses we buying for y'all. Well, that we laying in with y'all because the woman buying them because he cashing them out. I'm done with the common sense expert after tonight.
I know.
Just for the record.
I know. He should be out there on the beat. He need to be out there on the beat. And he in here talking with us on Side Chick Day. But I appreciate
cashing the women out. Yes.
Cashing the
Mama Bear most men settle, but when a woman does it, they call it dating down, which is not right. But what's the other word? Joy said, I'm learning this new vocabulary too. What, hypergamy?
See,
they dating down, they dating up.
That word wasn't around when we went to college. We don't know, child. They just made it up 3 months ago.
Hypergamy.
Sue says, we love that energy tied down for the cause. Meet him at the protest. You know he's down for that. That's his kind of day.
No, I'm for the people.
He said, that was on your list.
It was on my list. If you go back to episode number 1, it was on my list.
You gotta love Black people.
But I tell you,
who knew she was going on those kind of days during COVID? Ty, you know what? You keep it 100. One thing about Ty, she's gonna be the same way all year round. First stream, 6th stream. Ty gonna keep it consistent, okay? Trust her.
She's what like, they say, wissy wig. What you see is what you get. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Tiffany
it's probably on. And it probably was Miss Tiffany. She's talking about my movie, and it probably was.
Mama Bear says, I think men weaponize money and women weaponize sex, but women get to have their own money and men have options, levels the playing field. It keeps people accountable for their role. So, okay, if the women got their own money and the men like, okay, I got other women that want me. I don't know about that last part, if that levels it. Now, I think the women having their own money might level it out. But the men like, oh, I'm gonna explore my options. If they got money, they probably already have options.
But the men really don't want the women that don't have their own money. They don't want those women.
They don't. What kind of women they want? What kind of women they want?
They want modern women. They don't know. They don't know. They're trying to wrap it up and say if they're like, but they really want modern women. They want women that have their own money. I said I wouldn't get into it tonight, but they do. You want the woman you want the woman that's not gonna take you for alimony, child support. Why? Because I mean TLA says that if we making the same amount of money, baby, it's a calculator. It's not too much.
And 50-50, that's it.
You can, I can get from you. We make, we got the same, you know what I mean? But whatever.
What do y'all think about women paying alimony?
Girl, it happens.
I know. Yeah, they do it. What's celebrity? Oh, they said Wendy Williams.
Would you think less of a man that's like, okay, you done spoiled me. You got me in this life. Like Common Sense said, you got me in this life. You give me these birthday bags for Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? You know, you giving me these Fendi bags like Juju. You know, you done bought me a kilt. I'm out here. You know. So now they like, okay, we breaking
Mary
up.
J. Blige.
You need to pay for it. Y'all okay? How y'all feel about that?
Oh, I feel some type of way. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, you call me a hypocrite, you call me whatever you want to call me, but I feel some type of way. Like it don't fit right.
Absolutely cannot believe that. Are you kidding?
Yeah. What, that people are hypocrites?
No, that you feel you don't think that a man should ask for alimony? I'm serious.
They do. They do. Some of them
They
don't
do.
care.
I
They
know.
can ask. They can ask all day.
I can ask. Are you for real?
So that's kind of like how we say about the Joseph traits. I said they Joseph. We married. We ain't keeping your step kids.
I'm gonna say like this. I will say this. Okay, I get it. I understand. I understand the concept of alimony, right? The concept of alimony is you marry someone. They're accustomed to you. They're accustomed to a lifestyle. They've been dependent on you for however many years for that lifestyle that they've been accustomed to, right? And so now that you're divorced for whatever reasons you got divorced, now you are supposed to pay this person and based off of the lifestyle that they've grown accustomed to for however many years, right? Mm-hmm. Get it. Got it. I understand. Does that look different for me if a man is asking for alimony? It does. I'm not saying that he's not entitled to it based off of the law. I'm not saying that. If he's entitled to it, okay, I got it. Does he look different in my eyes? He does, but that's not, he could probably care less. Just like that woman could probably care less whether or not she looks different in another man's eyes. Mm-hmm. Does he look different to me? Yeah, he kind of does. Yeah, he does.
Why?
That's just
so would you?
And is that am I a hypocrite? Yeah, okay, whatever.
But why? I'm asking why? Why?
Because I guess in all things that have been groomed in this patriarchy of a society or whatever, right? Where men are supposed to lead, protect, provide provisions and all of that other stuff, right? I guess that's what it is. I've seen yeah, it does he look different to me? Yes. I'm not saying he is not legally entitled to whatever he's asking for. He very much so could be. But yes, there are a lot of double standards, a lot of hypocrisy, a lot of whatever when we just come to. That's why I say, like, I don't live YouTube life. I live a real life. And yes, if you sat here and you told me like, yeah, you like Wendy Williams and her husband, I look at him like crazy. I look at him like,
what about Mary J. Blige?
I was thinking
about Mary when I asked that question. Yeah,
I look at Kendu crazy.
But he was a manager, but she was like the talent, you know. But still, she had to maintain his lifestyle even after the divorce.
Yes, I look at him like he is crazy. Like I just think like, yeah, no, like.
But why did Mary J. Blige get divorced? Did he cheat on her?
Yeah, it was like a lot of that. I think he had his girlfriend like with a whole side house and whole like life, you know.
No, that was Wendy. Kendu did the same thing.
He was like having on like private planes and trips and all kind of stuff.
But I will say
so let me ask you this. So now, okay, go ahead.
Let me say this. I will say this. If a man has full custody of a child, I don't see anything wrong with him getting child support.
Okay.
From the other, but in the case with like Mary though, with no kids involved,
right?
He should get paid. Should he get paid if there are no children involved? This kind of like going back to TLA.
Oh, should he get paid? He should, whatever the law says. Let that you know, that is it. But does he look different to me? Like do I feel like that's I'm not even gonna say it.
So yes, would you? Okay, I'm asking this. If y'all dating a man he has no children with his ex-wife, but his ex-wife is paying him alimony, would y'all think about that?
I would never date Mary J. Blige's ex-husband. I would never date who else did we say? Kelly Clarkson's ex-husband. I would never like I couldn't do it. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'd just be like, But these are things that are rooted in what society calls that patriarchy, right? Like it is rooted in that. And am I a victim of, I say victim, not a victim, but am I a product of all of that grooming from whatever. Yeah, I am, right? In all types of ways. And I contradict myself every single day. It happens. I'm not perfect. Somebody said like everybody ain't gonna be perfect. That's me. So if you out here getting alimony and y'all don't have no kids, like I'm gonna be looking at you a little
Like, let
bit
that woman keep her
crazy.
money.
But I don't
Like-
feel that way when it comes to like child support. So if a man has like full custody of his kids and the woman is paying him child support or whatever, I don't feel that way because that's the kids, like right, and kids should be taken care of. But when it comes to that alimony and y'all don't have any kids, boy, if you
Let
don't,
that woman go. Y'all just break up and
if
go.
you
your
don't
separate
let that
ways.
woman go, that's why I say they don't go peacefully.
They don't. They never go peacefully. They could just walk out. You could be
No.
like, okay, this is what 50-50. Okay, cool. Sell a house, get a house, whatever. They like, nah, I want my family back. Then you're like, what family?
They can't have their family back.
Expert up here saying what they only want to keep their comfortable lifestyle that you was helping provide. You know, that hurt me. That hurt me real deep this time. Or Norman said anything less than 100 is settling. He like, I need everything I want.
Look, 99
and
and a half
what I
won't do.
want. 99 and a half won't do. Mr. Mustachio
Y'all
says,
need to go
agree,
to
Mama
church on
Bear.
Sunday.
Sounds like folks are settling on communication. He's like, okay, he said up here earlier, if you had to pick an area to settle on, what would it be? He said for him, it's sex. It's like, okay, if you got everything else together and that's just like, you know, only so, I say, is that right, lead attorney? I say, does that mean so? And he's like, okay, that's not a deal breaker for him. So everybody else like, man, if you can't talk to me and tell me nothing, then I'm out. Though those must be the women that's walking out, the 70% of the women that's walking out. David Carmina show, you have arrived. We know what you mean. I don't know what I was talking about when you put that face on there, but who even knows? Our normans, when we grade on a curve, we lower the expectation of people, which lead people just doing the bare minimum and not applying maximum effort. Do the best you can. Y'all need to be doing the best.
Keep your foot on their neck. You hear me?
No right. Mr. Mustachio says, folks don't want to find a good, solid partner they can trust and depend on anymore. They want to find a perfect fit and leave a trail of burnt bridges in their journey. Okay. Okay. Now, Mr. Mustachio, sometimes you be, you know.
Now.
Right here, this was a word right here.
Ooh, honey, he wasn't spinning that high
right here.
was he?
Y'all remember back in the day, they be like, well.
Some bars right there, honey. Ooh.
Preach. They want to find a perfect fit. Leave a trail. All these children they leaving behind, these wives, all these girlfriends, baby mama, they leaving the pets and everything, y'all.
Okay. The
dog they just
too.
in the wind because they looking for something that's not even real. It's not even real. Now we need to be realistic now. We're not saying like just take the 20, but if you got 80 or 90 women and men, y'all need to like look in the mirror first, see what you got going on. Because are you even worth 100? Are you 100 to anybody before you out here looking for 100? Let's be real.
People don't be wanting to be honest with themselves, though, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody thinks that they are a better catch than they actually are. Everybody, I do. You know, I do. I'm sure I do. It's just, I mean, you should feel like that, but in acknowledging that is a fact across the board, like if you aren't perfect, then why are you expecting somebody else to be? That makes absolutely no sense to me. But everybody want, like I said, they want that next best thing because they think they the best thing since sliced bread.
Oh, but I am though.
They do what?
Let me be real clear. Let's not chop it up and get it twisted.
We got my job.
I'm a great catch. So
no, I do it. I'm being funny, of course, but you should always have a confidence within yourself. You cannot be out here trying to date somebody else if you don't even love yourself. Right now, yes, are there some people that are delusional? And Allen said it before, you need to stay in your lane, right? You need to know who you're attracting, know who you are, and what that attracts from other people. But baby, because there's some delusional people out here. Like that girl that said she was R. Kelly and Aaliyah's baby. Did y'all
Side
see
child,
that?
love child.
Love child. Oh, did you see her? That's
She was
delusion.
Condemn you says, I picked the woman I'm cheating on. I feel attacked. You should.
That's it. That's it. That's right.
That's what
It's
we're talking about.
Or did she pick you?
You picked her. We can't pick. We gotta be
that's
pick
right.
me.
Yeah.
We ain't picking. The pickers are picking. We're not
Oh, that's
picking.
right.
They're
And
picking.
so
Yeah,
we
he
got-
picked the chick that he is cheating on because
that's true.
you picked her.
He said, I feel
You could let
attacked.
that woman go by her business,
She
but
ain't
you
pick
chose
herself.
her.
right.
And now he like, I don't want her. And now she what? Left in the dust. What Mr. Mustachio said, left
Burnt
trail of burnt
bridges.
ash. What? Condemned you. Do better. David says, not true. We don't care. That's probably something I was talking about earlier. I don't even know. Sim says, those were different comments, Ty. Ty was down for the cause as far as experiment with her guy. I'm judging her now about this protest day business. He's like, you keep talking about him and his hiking dates and his trail mix and looking at the summit and the beauty of nature.
I'm down for
and
the
you up here
cause.
going to a free protest. At least he was in nature. You out here walking on this concrete, stumping with your signs and peeking him.
Yeah, we out here for a cause. I think at that time, what was it, George Floyd?
Yeah, Black Lives
yeah.
Matter. That's what that was during that time.
That first summer, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Juneteenth had just became a national holiday at that point too. Oh yeah, baby, I was out here. I was out here for the people.
Okay, Sam, you've been doing them hiking dates now.
Sim know he wanted to come up here and go on and go to the protest. Not necessarily with me. I'm not saying that. Don't get it twisted. But he know you could have found you a nice one at the protest, Sim. You could have found you a nice one. You got to dodge a couple of tear gas cans or whatever, but
Sim is about nature. He don't want to be out there with that gas and the poison, like poison in the atmosphere. He like being nature. He want to be around the trees.
Sim told us if she is not into hiking, he don't want her. What Sim, I'm telling you this: if you not down for the protest, I don't want
gas. You heard it. You heard it.
Wants to do it.
Kelly Clarkson
ask somebody else. She's paying that money. Did he get the kids too? Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah, I believe so. Or it's like a 50-50. I think it's 50-50.
Oh, okay.
You know what I think is weird is when they have 50-50 child custody and the man still be paying child support. That's weird to me. Why do you have to pay child support if it's split 50-50? Does that make y'all know why?
I don't know.
Because she wasn't modern.
Okay.
Preach.
Modern women, when it's 50-50, it's 50-50. You pay when you got her, and I pay when I got her. But if she just was, 20 years old and at the house and, inexperienced, and no shot to them because I've been her, that person, not at the house, nobody took care of me because I know I need my own money. But
you was 20 years at the house?
No, I said no. I had that. No,
I
probably was at the house.
I'm saying
I was at some house. I was in an apartment. I was in a dorm. I was somewhere inside.
I know you was on the yard.
Inside. Oh my God. That's a story for another night.
But you know what though? And Allie, you bring up a good point. That's what I'm saying. If a woman is coming to the relationship, excuse me, because it's getting late. If a woman is coming to a relationship with her own, I'm not saying she's the table, not acting like she is the table, right? She is acting like I'm bringing something to the table so that we can all feast on, right? Then there is no, when you get in front of that judge, let's just say things go left and you get in front of that judge and she has her own and you have her own. I don't want to say her own because at that point you probably combine them, but you guys have comparable salaries, whatever, assets or whatever. It's a little bit hard. Look at Kelly Clarkson. Look at Mary. Look at, it's a little bit harder to say, oh, she gonna get me for all my money. She gonna get all the child support. Nah, not really. Not really. I'm just saying. So, I mean, who is that woman that's like, but y'all say she too focused on her career. She wanna, she wanna be a scientist. She wanna be a mathematician. She wanna be she wanna be a doctor, a lawyer.
If they're not marrying her, because a lot of these women are not getting married. We're not engaged when we graduate from college. We're not, right? Most of us are not. Right. What should she be doing? What should she be doing? She's 20. She's 20 something, so she ain't gotta just be working that hard on her body. Most of them like decent. What should she be doing? Nothing. Can she live? Waiting on him. What we need to get our sound.
What you say, Joy?
Waiting for her man.
David say, "Are you a Gemini time?" Now they don't want us talking about the signs.
I'm not. And what you trying to say? Because I'm not. No,
he say cash you out too. We got some people in the back.
Yes, we do. Who we got in the back? It's a whole couple.
Shout out to Bling Auntie too. Kevin was having that young gold digger. Kelly. I think she's gone because so is the money.
What? Oh, I don't know nothing about that, Bling Auntie. What you talking about?
Kevin.
Oh, Kevin, Wendy Williams' husband.
Oh, baby, I thought she was talking about
Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. No, Wendy Williams' husband named Kevin. And he was with that woman for a long time, for years.
And he was trying to re-up on the alimony, and Wendy was like,
Yeah, he said he behind on his bills. For y'all that don't know the story, y'all know Wendy Williams. And she was married for a long time. They had one son together, and her husband started cheating on her with some woman from South Carolina and messed around, had got her a penthouse off Wendy Williams' money, and had this lady living across town. And apparently everybody already knew about it. So she was just trying to act like she didn't know. And then the public started finding out, and then she still tried playing like she didn't know. Then they said, oh, she pregnant. And then Tasha K bust the whole thing wide open and was like, Juanos, she's in the hospital right now, pushing that baby out. And the next thing we know, Wendy Williams was checked into the hospital, honey. And we ain't seen her since.
Oh, child, you just thank you for the rundown.
Yes. And then what about Mary? Did Mary have a similar situation? I feel like Ken do whatever his name. He did something like that too.
I didn't know any of that. I just knew she had to pay him child support. I mean, I don't know anything about that. I mean, not child support, alimony.
Sharon Stepper was paying child support.
No, now hold on. No, she different because didn't she like give back the baby that she asked for or something? Y'all remember
they have a child. I think they had one child and then they adopted a child. He adopted. He wanted them to adopt the second child, I think.
I thought it was a surrogate
or something.
Yeah, it's a surrogate. And she
wanted
him to pay child support.
He was like, I don't want the kid no more.
Right. I don't know what happened with that. I have to go back.
And she has to pay child support for that kid. Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Let's go pull our guests up.
Yes. Who we got? Look.
Yes, look. The dynamic duo.
Look.
What's going on?
Hey guys.
How y'all feeling?
Yes.
What y'all doing over there?
We're trying to figure out. I got some questions about this settle culture. What's going on with settling? Why do we? What's the? I need some explanation about the settle culture and why is it okay to settle?
This 80-20 y'all speak of.
Okay, well then first of all, before we get into it, you tell us what's the issue with settling?
Because you're not getting. Do you settle in your career?
Huh?
Do you like your career? Do you settle at what you want as far as your goals in your career?
You know how much money you want to make. You know the cost of living of everything. So you lining everything up. Are you settling?
Will do
when it comes to your career.
It's the give and take. It's the give and take.
You don't ever get 100%.
So
okay. So what y'all think? So I already know the answer to the question, but let everybody else know. Did y'all settle for each other?
Absolutely
no.
Not. That's a fact.
When I had my boxes, he checked off every single damn box.
And vice versa. Because if that's the case, then I should still be single and playing around.
So
But
let's just say,
clarify.
Go ahead, Joy.
How many boxes did you have? Because
so
a lot of times these lists can be pretty lengthy.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell you my boxes, right? These were my non-negotiables, okay? He had to love the Lord.
Love the Lord.
He had to love the Lord. Okay.
Well, you know, men, they don't be going to church no more. These millennials, these gens, people, they don't go to church.
The Lord ain't necessarily in church either, but that's a whole nother story.
Okay.
He had to be a leader. He had to know how to lead. Okay.
Are we talking about lead you, the family, or like lead outside of the home?
The family. He had to be
okay.
Family. Okay. He had to make me laugh. That right there. I don't like nobody uptight. You know me. I like to laugh.
Mm-hmm.
Had to make me laugh.
Yeah, because y'all got me laughing in these comments.
And he had to be passionate.
He has to what?
Ask for it. I'm not very like
passionate.
I don't base things off of physical appearance. You know, I didn't say, oh, he had to be tall. He had to be.
But I'm tall.
But because
how tall are you?
6'3".
Okay.
Oh, he tall, girl. That was not you wasn't selling.
Looking for. He wasn't something that I was looking for. That wasn't something that was on my list. I didn't have any physical attributes for a guy that I was looking for.
I had to take her away from the midgets.
Okay, so now we had your boxes. Okay, so then what was his boxes?
All right, like you said, you gotta love the Lord. You gotta be family oriented. Looks is in my box.
Mm-hmm.
And you got, be somebody that you can build with, that's understanding. Because at the end of the day, on this journey, everybody's growing and evolving. So it's like I wasn't the same person I was 12 years ago. So, just somebody that's mindful of that and how we can grow together and how we can put our goals together, where it's not like you, me, mine, or hers. It's about what we trying to do.
Yeah. And then areas where I lack in, those are the areas that he's strongest in, and vice versa. So it just worked out how it did what it was supposed to do.
So y'all check each and every single box. Ain't nothing you were like, man, she ain't, or man, he ain't.
Be around. Like that's why I was single, because people didn't check the boxes. Like, oh yeah, you got this, and this, but you ain't funny. You boring. Like,
and I feel like everybody's so they're in a rush to find somebody and to be married, and they don't take the time to just vibe it out. That person that's for you will come to you if it's meant to be. But settling is just not something that you should. That's like, oh, I'm just gonna settle for this because he here. Ain't nobody else better gonna come along. Like, what type of thinking is that?
Because like you get women that could get the like, let's say, oh, he's at a certain financial level. All right, boom, that's cool. But now you crying because he's cheating on you, but you're willing to accept it because he's paying the bills.
He paid 95% or 99.5%.
But see,
or 80.
To me, that's
51.
Because my motto is, what's mine is ours, and what's yours you can keep. So,
yes,
okay. You gotta. It don't like no matter what I'm doing. I'm not. It don't give me a right to go out there and do that. That's you. You gotta be a man with some type of honor. I live on the code of honor.
Okay.
He's a good man, Savannah.
That's right.
Ashley. He's a good man.
He's a good man, Ashley.
He's a good man.
So now, just so that I mean, keep us honest here. Do y'all like not have like? I'm sure there's some ebbs and flows. Is there any time where you may have felt like he didn't get it or she didn't get it, and that caused like maybe a major rift within the 12 years that you had to work through?
What you think?
Okay, so when we got together, we were younger, right? We were in our early 20s, and we moved kind of quick, right? So I'm like the bubbly type, right? But he's his lifestyle was totally different than what it was now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just that he was not as, I like to be out and I like to go and do things. I like to meet people. And, and he's more like, he's chilled. He's like, So people will be like, oh, he got an attitude. He doesn't have an attitude. He's just a street dude,
Oh, he just in the streets.
It took a while, but then once he realized, like, when my wife is like a social butterfly, so I might have to just open up just a little bit. And now he's just,
But like from that aspect, like you said, you got to learn each other, because I had to learn like how to be more open to different people, because I like you said, I had certain trust issues. When you come from a different background, like both people are always, y'all know two people coming from the same background, so it's like you got to understand different family dynamics and how other people perceive things, and that's why I said that's where that understanding comes in, that because you got to understand that person, understand where you're going. Like, yeah, at that time, I was doing what I'm doing. Now, I done got MBAs and businesses and different things. So it's like being able to understand where each other's going, and
you have to be a team.
Yeah, it's a team effort, and a lot of times it's just mine or hers or me versus you. It's like, no, what are we trying to build together? And then knocking that out.
I can dig it. I like it. Look at me with my I was not born in the 70s, but I can dig it. I can dig it. I feel it. What y'all got anything for Ashley, Leanne, and
real spicy with a lot of settling talk going on, and I ain't.
But it's right, because y'all said you ain't got to settle.
And then like
I mean, because if they did, that's fine. Like if they did that, but you don't have to.
Yeah, I don't think like you said, that grading curve should be lowered to make people feel like oh well, I can do less, because like women say, oh, dudes do this and that. Yeah, because we can.
Well, I'll say this. A lot of people, I will say this. I would say this. A lot of people think when you get older and your values change that you settle. I don't necessarily think that's settling. I just think you're changing. You're evolving. You're wanting something different, something more, something less, whatever it is. So I can feel it on that point. But I also understand the 80-20 piece, right? Because everybody, not everybody's not everybody's perfect, right? Nobody's perfect.
But see, it's not I think
you already know what.
You already know. A perfection, right? Settling don't mean getting somebody that's quote unquote less than perfect. It's about building on our imperfections and being the best versions of ourselves and being of each other.
I can get with that as well.
Like, when I'm talking about settling, or we talking about settling, it's like, oh, well, I don't like women that cheat, but she does 9 out of 10 things. The only thing she has a problem with is cheating. So I'm gonna accept her because she brings money or she does this and that. Like, no, you hurting. She's doing stuff, you hurting. So why are you settling? If you don't feel like you got everything that you require, like you said, you're gonna have some things where y'all gonna have to learn how to work together on. That's not settling. That's growing as a together. But, but I agree with like, oh well, go ahead, cheat on me. You pay 95 for the bills, and you go out here and do whatever.
Yeah.
And try to say I'm okay with that, knowing like, nah, you're gonna want some get back. Eventually, it's gonna hurt, because
that's true.
To the point where somebody that one girl got more attention, and you're gonna realize y'all ain't going on dates no more. He ain't coming home.
That is true.
So then what? You're really gonna be hurting.
You right. Well, listen, Ashley, Leanne, and the R Normans, we appreciate y'all coming up. We have went way over.
Yes.
Overtime, but I always got to get y'all in because y'all been rocking with us since the very first.
Yes.
So
Yes.
and showing
thank
support
y'all. Thank y'all.
and
Yes.
engaging in the chat. So we appreciate y'all coming through and always coming through with a word, you know, in a perspective, in an unsolicited opinion. Because ain't nobody call y'all up here. No, I'm playing.
Nobody
Nah,
asked y'all.
I love you.
Bye, y'all.
Have a good night.
Bye. Thank you. All right, y'all. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning on a school night.
Again.
Ooh-wee.
Again.
Because you
We
know
still
why?
got-
Because it's the people in the chat. They keep us so engaged. They
Yes.
engage with us. You just gotta appreciate it. We gotta hear them out. We gotta hear what they gotta say sometimes, and that's why I appreciate it. Even whoo, on a school night.
Reginald DeBra, he says y'all need to turn on super chats. I got some change to drop. We gotta get monetized. Yes, you can hit the
Hit
cash
that like
app.
and subscribe for us, Reginald. Deborah.
That's free right now. Yes. Like,
Deborah,
subscribe, guys. Is that Deborah? And welcome to my Unsolicited Opinion podcast, where you can hit the like button. It's free. You can subscribe to our channel. That is also free.
Cost
Get
you
active in the
nothing.
chat. Yes.
I love
So
it.
we've been doing 3 hours every time, y'all.
I
always
come in
have
here
a
telling
plan.
them every single time. I only got an hour for y'all tonight.
Yes, and it's always 3. We've been doing 3 hours. Y'all know. Y'all know that life we live in. Sure, got to get to bed. Yes. Doug says he missed it, but guess what? We have to get 1,000 subs before super chats can happen. So share this with your friends, guys.
That's right.
Yes. Share, like, subscribe, all of the above.
Hit us up.
All the lights. All the lights. Yes, 1 a.m. is nothing. The common sense expert. When you get off your shift, okay, somebody can cash you out. When you finish your shift out. So yes, they said. He says, let's take it to 4 hours.
See how you do us.
We got jobs.
He on the job. You already at work, so you good.
Right.
We gotta get there in the morning.
You ladies gotta put your cash apps in the description box. We got it scrolling on the thing right here, but we can put it in the in the description box. We're gonna get this thing together. Because Doug, you're gonna push us up to 1,000. We appreciate your support. You know, you came out with the smoke. Now you've been one of our biggest supporters. So we do appreciate you, Doug, over here.
Since day
what
one.
are you saying, my dear? He said the cash app down there if y'all want to hit the cash app. Y'all see the cash. It's in there. Okay, I gotta watch this one back. What does this say? He say, what's DTF? Who? I don't know. Is that a
you don't know what DTF means?
What does that mean?
Down to.
Oh no, who? No.
What it mean?
Who said that?
Baby, I'll tell you when we get off. But y'all know what I think that's what he said. That's the only DTF I know.
Oh,
and his name IBD.
Rap songs.
No.
Oh.
Sim said, I know what that means.
Sim gonna stop trying to do.
He don't get out to 6 a.m., buddy. And you got 6 more hours.
Yeah.
One says, nice show, good night, and blessings.
Thanks,
I think we're gonna wrap it up, guys. This has been another good one. I'm gonna throw it over to Joy. Joy always closes us out. Give us our close.
Y'all. You know, I saw somebody made a comment saying that they had fun, and that's what it's supposed to be. Like, it's lighthearted, it's fun, it's girl talk. We agree, and sometimes we disagree, but we are, gonna disagree in an agreeable way, if that makes sense. So, y'all, if you didn't catch the whole thing, please make sure you go back, catch the different parts that you may have missed, because it was laughs all throughout. I don't know why my son is still awake, but I feel like he's coming through the ceiling right now. So we're gonna have to cut this short so I can go and snatch him up.
Okay.
So we will be back on Saturday, as always, talking about whatever we're gonna be talking about. We'll probably be here for another 3 hours, right? And if you guys are watching the replay, let's keep this conversation going. I want somebody to answer this question for me. If somebody is cheating, what did I say? Is it better to have somebody who cheated with 3 different people over the course of 3 years, or somebody that is cheating with only one person the entire duration of 3 years? I want to know. And if they with that one person, I want to know why. Are they in love with that person? Like what's going on over there? So drop down in the comments and let us know. Y'all, till next time. Bye.
Bye. Y'all have a good one.